Let's murder some shit.
Some more murdering. Although most of the
Mm,
stuff you've been fighting is already dead.
Still murder dead things.
Murder dead things. Alright. What are we missing? I think we're missing no one. From the Roll20, I mean.
oh yeah.
Eddie!
But
Should I do a recap?
well, I was gonna say while we were waiting, probably get started. No one. Would you be up for scribing today?
I don't think she's at a computer at the minute.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, while we're waiting for her, we have Quentin. This is your fourth time doing the quartermaster job, which means you get a story point at the end of it.
Cool. I'm glad you reminded me of that because I forget every single time. Shit, I'm doing that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I think no one would be up next, though I'm not sure if she wants to do quartermaster.
I don't mind staying with it. It really doesn't bother me.
Alright. So yeah, Patchwork, why don't you give us a quick recap of last time?
Well, last time we started off in mid-battle, we still had one bloated ghoul left to defeat. I luckily rolled a natural 20 for my death saving throw, so yeah, that whole thing was avoided. We harvested the essences and we went back out to rest a bit. And in the middle of the night at 1 a.m. we heard some... Quentin and another guard heard noises from the stairs, and a smart ghoul came out. I forgot how that one's called. Some of us wake up quicker than the others. A few more of the smart and the normal ghouls come out, in 6 in total, I think.
Those the necrophage ghouls.
Yep. They say something about that our souls will feed someone or something called Hedrix. And we might have desecrated their tomb, their crypt. We defeat the ghouls. One of the guards has died, but it's resurrected by Patchwork. We gather some more essences. We find out that Quentin is a capitalist. Hedrix was an archmage of the Phoenix Guild 150 to 200 years ago who has disappeared. Elise is apparently deceased but makes her first saving throw, thanks to lesser restoration. We have a successful long rest. Age finds... when we go back down the stairs, Age found some more traces of more ghouls. So we didn't defeat all of them, but we don't know where the rest are. We go down further into the crypt. Elise hears some more things. We find one singular normal ghoul. We find 2 different libraries with creepy stuff in it, like taxidermy giants. Meat giants, jeez. And a dwarven sarcophagi from like the 12th cycle. But the books seem more modern than the rest of the structures, which are like 200 to 300 years old. Which made us think that maybe that wizard guy moved in here. We find a magical ring, but we haven't figured out what it does yet, but we suspect it's a ring of water walking, I think it was. We find some interesting books, copy some recipes for bags of holdings, goggles of night, and greater healing potions. Yeah, and actually the crypt is not like the Hall of Tarsus. I just saw that. Yeah, and we are currently in the Western Library.
Right. Thank you for that.
That was
yeah,
a bit of a mess, but yeah, I didn't
you're
organize my
fine.
stuff.
But yeah, this is a different architecture from the other area you were in. So it is the 53rd of fall at about 10 a.m. Do we have a no one back yet?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back.
All right. Are you able to take notes today? Be the
Yep.
scribe. All right. Cool. So yeah, you are in this large, dusty library, the second of which seems to be much bigger than the first one. So far, you don't see any taxidermy giants, just statues of dwarven warriors. What do you all want to do?
Thank God that maybe it's like one of those in the ancient subway station.
Uh-oh, could be. You never know. Or wait, sorry, those aren't dwarven statues. Those just look like statues. I just have the dwarven thing because I don't have too many statue graphics. Looks like statues of old warriors.
Interesting.
There are also...
But they're not the statues don't look like dwarves.
No, these, or wait, you know what? No, they are dwarven, that's right, because the original structure was dwarven. So yes, these would be dwarven statues. Again, there are sarcophagi in here, and the actual library part looks like something more recent, like someone added a library to this tomb area, possibly taking out maybe coffins.
Huh.
Similar to the other area you saw. So yeah, what does the group want to do?
I guess keep moving forward.
Do we
Alright,
want to go south or north?
Going south.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't like this map. It's
Alright, so let's see. Yeah, Elise is down there looking around. She doesn't really see anything. As Patchwork comes down, you would notice.
What did I do?
You would notice something. On one of the tombs here, you see a bunch of scratch marks. It looks very odd, as if something was just scratching at the side of this, not tomb, but sarcophagus.
I will point that out to the group and keep a distance from that sarcophagus.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, now you would notice that as well, Elise. You can shine the light over. Does anyone have medicine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would guess that these scratch marks were made with very strong fingernails. Stronger than fingernails scratching stone should be. Almost humanoid. But again, it doesn't make much sense because you can't generally just scratch into stone like this.
Huh. Does it look like someone tried to get in or someone tried to get out?
It's hard to say because the scratch marks aren't at the spot where you would open this. They're more kind of at the base of it, which is very odd.
Oh. Was this sarcophagus moved? Like not the opening, but like the whole thing.
This one, it's hard to tell. It doesn't look like it. I mean, if you want, you can make an active perception and try to figure something out. See if
Can I
you
do that
notice anything.
without touching it or getting too close?
Yeah. I mean, it's easier the closer you get, but
Yeah, I'd like to try then.
okay.
But I still have disadvantage on ability checks. Because I have 1 level of exhaustion. 15, hey.
Alright, so no, it doesn't show any signs of movement, or you don't see anything else out of the ordinary besides the scratches. Alright, what do you all want
Could
to
I
do?
attempt to see if anything's like written on it, like who the sarcophagus belongs to?
Strangely enough, these 4 sarcophagi are unmarked. Maybe there was some kind of markings in this room at some point, but you don't see anything, at least not in this area.
Excuse me.
Strange.
Keep moving forward then.
Alright, so as you turn the corner there, I guess you run across the way, but
Yeah.
you would notice that there's something up here. It looks like some kind of support pillar. Again, it has a bunch of runes etched in the floor around it.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's the same as the same as the one that we saw before.
Most likely, if what Patchwork said is true, some sort of protective magics.
So, is there anything else in the room other than the bookshelves and the sarcophagi and the statues
Seems
and
like
the pillar?
there are many rows of books, but actually, Quentin. So as you get down there, let's see, what type of light do you have, Elise?
Flame tongue dagger.
Oh, you have your dagger, right? So as you get down there, Quentin, you would notice that this second sarcophagi, the lid of it is slightly moved, as if maybe someone had opened it.
Okay. Does that one have scratch marks on it as well?
No, not as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the other 2 and see what those 2 look like, if they look like they've been touched or stuff.
Alright, so you passively kind of take a look. Investigation might tell you some more here.
Okay.
So the other 2 still seem sealed, but you would notice something kind of back behind the statue here. It looks like some bones kind of protruding out from the behind the sarcophagi, which is a little bit
Okay.
odd. You would guess that at some point someone disturbed this sarcophagus, and maybe it took some stuff out of it.
The third, but from us coming down, the first one had scratch marks, the second one's the lid's off, third one and the fourth one just look normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, the bones are coming from where?
The bones are behind the second one. So
Yeah,
the
it looks
bones
like there's
are-
some bones back behind the
here.
sarcophagi and the statue back there.
Can I do a medicine check to see if those bones look dwarven or if they look bigger?
You gonna go back there and take a look at them?
Wait, what's with the third one? Sorry.
Nothing's wrong with the third or fourth one. Those two are fine.
Ah, okay.
That's what. Yeah. So I'll have a look.
All right, give me a medicine.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Heck
So
yeah.
the bones look to be human. So most likely not from the ancient civilization that this place is from. In
Do they-
fact, now that you're back here, you would see some like tattered clothing, and some of the bones still have some like really withered flesh on them.
Can I tell roughly how old this corpse would be then, or how long it's been down there?
All right. Yeah. So while you're kind of examining that, and you two would notice this too, the side of the coffin here, because you'd be standing here looking, would start to glow, like a small circle of it.
Oh.
All right, and a moment
What
later,
kind of color?
like a purplish color. And a moment later, there is a screech. There's a really crazed-looking creature comes flying through the side.
Of course.
And it would fly through you over to here. And yeah, give me initiative rolls.
Give me a second to drag the people on. I have got to drag on. Okay.
It looks like a spectral human that has been partially flayed, as a bunch of its skin is missing. Deep blue eyes pierce you as the creature mumbles to itself and screeches. It looks human, not dwarven. Possibly who those bones used to belong to.
Does it have 6 fingers?
5 fingers.
Oh,
think it's
the hand in front looks like it's 5 fingers and 1 thumb. I don't know. Looks weird
Oh,
perspective.
well, they should be 5 fingers. That might just be the perspective of it.
That's 8. Then I do flint wing
A
with...
6-fingered man.
Exactly.
A minute. Where's it? Oh, Hinge.
Stanford Pines.
Alright, so the first act is going to be Flintwing. So what is Flintwing gonna do?
Flintwing would have been invisible like always, so he's going to Eldritch Blast the spirit.
Alright, so
Is that
he would
advantage?
have to go south more to do that.
Okay.
He would not be able to see it from where he is. He would have to be... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so he suddenly appears blasting. The first shot will strike, as well as the second shot. So 2 Eldritch Blasts strike this thing. And it would take the 7 damage. Looking
Then-
up at Flintwing, it would scream, "How dare you attack me!"
Oh, fuck
In,
off, you undead.
in combat.
Then he goes invisible and flies further back.
Alright, flies back to there. No one.
Elise is going to vault over the coffins, the sarcophagi,
Mm-hmm.
and do her green flame blade.
Alright, so she goes for this thing with a flaming blade. 19 would definitely strike it. It's the
So 6 points of sneak attack and 17. 7 piercing, 10 fire.
Alright, so 23. Much more substantial hit. The creature still seems in pretty good shape as you attack it with your magic blade, but definitely not as good a shape as it was as it turns to you. Anything else?
That is all I can do.
Okay. Quentin.
I don't know,
Shillelagh.
can I bonus action? Sorry, can I
What?
bonus action hide behind the sarcophagus?
You would have to back up to do that, which would give it
Okay.
an oppie.
I don't think I have any movement left.
Yeah, so at this point, no, but you could get away and do that later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Quentin.
Yeah, bonus action Shillelagh, because default. Then what elements can I do this with? Oh no, these can be a bonus action. If they called fire, lightning, poison. No, we're gonna do Shillelagh, and I'm gonna attack with the Shillelagh.
Well, alright, so you light up your staff with druidic
it
energy.
is one, okay.
Yeah, 20 would strike the creature, doing 7 points of damage, which would wound it. It turns towards you now, much more angry.
That's me done.
Alright, 8.
Cool. It will rush over. He's not going to rage because I don't think he needs to. And he will attack. He's just going to attack. So.
Does he have a magic weapon?
Don't think his glaive's magical.
Well,
Unless
20.
he gets something from.
No, alright, so 22 would strike. However, this creature seems resistant to his weapon attack.
Can you
Is he?
guys hear me again?
Yep.
Good.
So he
This
would
god's
only do
behaving.
7 points of damage on that hit.
Not 20 for a second one!
Jesus Christ.
That would strike. Doing
That.
9 points of damage.
Then. He's going to do bonus action Polearm Master. 23.
Yeah, that would strike as well. Doing
4.
3.
Yep.
Alright.
Cool, that's him done.
So the Wraith, angered by your attacks, is going to look at all of you and screech, I will destroy your minds. And he is going to scream at Elise. I need a wisdom save from you.
Good, because I'm so good at those.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ.
So that would fail. And you
Told
would,
you guys I'm really good at them.
You would take 13 psychic. You become incapacitated, doubling over in pain. Let's see. Yeah, so you, at least for your next turn, can't take actions. It will then turn towards, I guess, the Warforged, because he hit it pretty hard. and he is going to do a claw attack, which will miss with the
Nope.
first.
Yeah,
But
hits.
strike with the second, doing 5 slashing and 6 necrotic,
Okay.
hitting him for 11.
11. So, minus 11.
Alright, suddenly, another spectral creature comes out of the tomb behind that one. This one looks more, it looks more insubstantial than the other one, more of a ghostly cloud than an actual, like, humanoid vision. It makes its way over this way, floating, and is going to let off a strange cackle as it goes to touch Quentin. Oh, that is gonna
Yeah.
crit you.
Oof.
Alright, so I need a charisma save.
Okay.
Alright, so
Ah!
Quentin is
Jeez.
gonna fall unconscious
Fuck.
after the psychic damage that one does. Patchwork.
Oh no. Two of us
That's-
are out.
And
the hell?
21 damage. Cool.
I am going to sacred. Wait. No, I'm going to guiding bolt this one.
Alright, so you chant summoning a bunch of radiant energy, and indeed you would guiding bolt it, blasting it.
And since I forgot to specify which level, and it's just the first one.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Alright, so you blast the creature as the radiant energy sears it, completely destroying its form.
Yes.
It will
Oh,
turn
good.
to essence, falling to the ground.
And can I step onto where it was?
Yeah, there's nothing really there anymore.
Because I want to get close to Quentin, but I'm scared of this thing that just did whatever. So yeah, that's my
Alright,
turn.
so you approach, end your turn. New round is the Drake.
Cool. I think he can see. Can he?
Yeah, he would see the ghostly creature that just made you
Yeah, cool.
unconscious.
You're gonna Eldritch Blast that one.
Pew pew.
12.
12 would miss, sadly. But
22.
22, that is gonna strike. Pew. So it blasts him for 6 force. Actually, how does this guy feel about force damage? He doesn't like it. So yeah, he takes normal damage.
And then he flies a little bit. Can you make it so that I can see through Flintwing? Because I can't see from him.
Yeah. Why?
Thank you. I think you do, but every time he goes and we start a new one, I don't see through him again.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Alright, so that is it for Flintwing. Elise. So you're still sort of reeling from that psychic blast he gave you. Do you want to do anything non-action related this turn? Back up.
I can't see.
The light's gone. Oh no. We can't hear you if you're talking, by the way.
Sorry, I was in the middle of making food. I'm just gonna back up, and can I take the bonus action to hide?
Yeah, you can actually hide here if you want.
Okay.
Just to give them the light, because I think
Thank
Patchwork
you.
needs you for the light. And at the end of your turn, you can take the incapacitated mark off of you. That would go away. So is that it for you? Just hiding? Or wait, no, sorry, you can't take bonus actions while you're incapacitated. So you could just move there.
Oh, I'll just move there.
Alright, kind of getting ready to hide. So that is it for you. Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
No one has woken you, so you're still going to be asleep.
Oh.
8.
Cool. 8 will rage. So I roll a d8 for the Wild Magic Surge. Let me find Wild Magic Surge. Okay, so there we are. 8. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 hit damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect at each of your turns as a bonus action. Cool. He's got to make a dex save. A Constitution save, sorry.
Alright, so the undead would be struck by this radiant energy. Oh, but it will resist. So it's not blinded, but
1d6.
or no, it wouldn't take the damage, never mind. So it just resists it.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
So that's
Then
your rage, yeah.
As a bonus action, so then action is going to be glaive. And
Alright. Swing and a miss. Ooh, swing and a miss again.
That's it.
Well, it's a ghost.
Alright, the Wraith goes. Ooh, what's it gonna do? Alright, so you would see its mouth open, and it begins to suck life essence from your sleeping companion.
Oh.
I need a con save from you, Quentin.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah,
So luckily
Oh,
you
God.
do resist it.
that could have been so bad.
And you keep your life essence as your
Okay.
body fights against this thing's trying to steal it. Patchwork.
Rinse and repeat, I suppose. I'm gonna do a guided bolt.
Wow. All right, so you make another
Oh
bolt
wait,
of energy.
what kind of action is waking someone up?
I would take your action if you want to wake up Quentin, or at least attempting to. You're not sure how
Then
the
I'm
sleep of this thing works, but to attempt to wake him, it would be your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to wake him up.
Okay. So Quentin, you come to with this thing sucking life essence from you, and kind of Patchwork desperately shaking you, like, "Wake up, Quentin!" Anything else, Patchwork?
Bonus action healing word for Quentin.
Alright. So, channeling some healing energies. Quentin gains 5. So, Quentin, you are prone, and you did drop
He gains
your
8.
staff, or 8. But yeah, you are awake and on the ground. New round, Phaedra.
Cool. He is going to... That one's gone as well. Cool. Go forward. He sees him. And then Eldritch Blast at advantage. 20
Yeah,
and
20.
3.
So those would both hit, blasting it for 11 points of damage.
Then rinse and repeat, invisibility, and fly further back.
Alright, Elise. So you shake off the psychic malaise that was keeping you from acting, and you can kind of now think and see clearly as Quentin is on the ground and this thing is trying to suck his life force.
Alright, I'm gonna come around the corner, 5, 10, 15. Uh, there's nowhere for me to go. You guys are all in the way.
Get out of the way, guys. If you
Y'all are
want
in
to
the
attack it
way.
with your dagger, you can do so from here.
Can I?
Yeah,
Stab around
the
corner.
bookcase only takes up about half that square. So with the diagonal, you
Yeah.
would have enough room.
Okay. I will green flame blade again. Oh, I forgot to add an extra D6 of fire for that.
I think it's
Or
D8.
D8
Yeah.
last time.
Alright, so you
Oh well.
attack with the green flame blade, supercharging your already fiery dagger, and yeah, 22 will strike.
So that's. I remembered my sneak attack, but I forgot the green flame blade.
Yeah. So
5,
5, 7. Alright,
and
so how much of
16.
that is fire? It's like 10 points of fire.
10 points of fire.
So it seems to be resistant to the fire. It only takes 5 from that. But it does take 18 total, because the magic blade does hit it normally. And that would wound it. It looks very upset with you. Anything else, Elise?
I don't know. Bonus action hide.
Alright, Quentin.
Okay. No, that wouldn't do any damage. No, okay, we're gonna do this. Okay. Bonus action, Dragon Breath.
Alright, so Quentin suddenly belches forth a stream of dragon breath. What type?
One of read if I have to get up first. Hang on.
You probably don't have to.
No, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's not an attack, it's a effect.
So I will breathe out lightning.
Alright, so you breathe lightning on the Dream Wraith. Sadly, it looks like it is resistant to this as well. But let's see if it gets hit. Oh, it would get hit, taking 4 points of lightning.
Now I'm going to stand up,
Yep.
which will take half my movement. That's my bonus action. Oh. Jalali's not concentration, so would that have gone? Like the spell on it, because it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, no, it's your staff is still humming with energy.
Oh, pick it up and hit him with it.
Alright, you do a flourish as you rise up from the ground and bop this thing, or at least attempt to. Oh, yes, that does connect. Striking it with magical energies for 9 and putting it to very wounded. Anything else?
That's.
Alright.
I'd love to get out of the way, but I can't take the off piece, so no.
8.
Hit me again. Okay, bonus action. He's got to succeed the radiant bolt.
That is a con save.
Yeah, what is his spell DC?
I believe it
14?
is 8 plus con modifier plus proficiency for a barbarian. Usually con is how you determine their abilities.
Okay, 8 plus con plus proficiency. Alright, cool. I'll add that to the thing. Okay.
Oh, so he would fail.
He takes
Blasted.
1d6.
And is blinded.
Blasted
Yes, and
by
it's blinded.
radiant damage. And yeah, it is blind as it grasps at its non-existent eyes. Actually, can you
Okay.
blind this thing? Yeah, you can. Alright.
So his spell save is 14.
Yeah, that sounds about right for this level.
Right.
Assume
Then
he's going to attack.
yes, he is. Spellcasting ability. Strength. Yeah, there we are. It's done it. Cool. No, you said con, not strength. What am I doing? Oh, fixing's in a minute.
No
Things
worries.
at once. Ah. All right, cool. So he's going to attack with the glaive. So
That would
Yes.
miss, but 16 will strike him, doing 5 points of damage. The creature is still standing, but just barely.
That's all he can do. His bonus action was used doing the radiant damage.
So the Dream Wraith is blinded, but it can still hear all of you. It is going to attack, I think, your Warforged. It did not like
Which
being
one?
blinded.
Oh.
One that just blinded him. Oh, but he completely misses, misjudging where the Warforged is and swiping it to some other area. Patchwork, end of the round.
I'm gonna do a Sacred Flame.
Alright, you hurl fire at him. I believe he has disadvantage on dex saves when blinded. But let me
I don't know.
let me double check that. Blinded gives this making attack. Oh, automatically fails any. Oh, that's ability checks that require sight. I guess it doesn't say anything about saving throws. All right, so normal dex save. Oh, but he would fail
Yes.
and become seared by radiant fire as he falls into nothingness. All
No
right.
essence?
Yeah. There's they both drop some essence of the other world. So that would end combat as things seem quiet again. What do you all want to do?
I would like to listen in case anything comes out of the other sarcophagi in the room.
Before 8's rage ends, 8 will run down 40 feet. He will run all the way down there in case he triggers something there.
All
Why not?
right. So you rush down to the other end. Let's see. Now your rage goes away if you're not attacked by the end of your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so
That's why you
what's
rushed.
what's his passive perception?
8's passive. Oh, give me a second. 14.
Alright, so you see claw marks, oh wait, can you see in the dark?
Oh, you can't.
Oh,
He just ran there in
Alright.
case he set something off.
Well, be careful what you
no.
wish for, as you hear something moving in the darkness. I need some more initiative rolls.
You don't want his rage to go to waste.
Well, now it definitely
Especially since it's
will.
such a radiant one.
Blast the radiance.
Hey, you've got me for that. What do you want?
So
He doesn't get to do
basically,
it a lot.
you kind of bump into a bunch of stuff as you're running down the hallway, and in the darkness you see several sets of eyes start looking at you, coming from the 4 sarcophagi. Alright, so the first to react to this will be one of the sets of eyes. So in the darkness, right next to you, something stirs and attacks you with advantage.
Hooray.
22, I believe, is going to strike
that
you.
hits.
Doing 11 necrotic, and I need a con save.
We've had these things before.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, you've seen these things before. These are the less powerful versions of the wraiths, usually created by wraiths.
Minus
11. 14 would be enough. So the creature, as it claws you, you can feel it draining your life force. Luckily, your stamina protects you, and you don't lose life force to it. The Phaedrake goes.
Ooh, a Phaedrake.
Phaedrake says in your head, what the hell is the barbarian doing? I think your robot broke a gasket.
I don't know. Cool, and then he's
I
going
don't
to
know.
Eldritch Blast at an advantage. I don't know, as I'm controlling him.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something wrong with that guy. All right, so he blasts, also appearing seemingly from nowhere. Which one was he blasting?
11. The only one you can see, that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would hit. The 11 would miss, though, as you blast
Yeah,
this
very
one
good.
for 3. Anything else?
Invisibility and fly accelerated, and that's it.
All right, this wraith, this specter here is going to fly in for a flanking attack. Oof, 24 will crit.
Jesus Christ.
For
8 don't die.
17
17 damage, okay.
and another con save.
Okay. And we got another con save.
Alright, so once again, he is not life drained. That's it for that one. Another specter flies in, though it can't flank, it's just going to do a normal attack. Oh, jeez. That is...
Alright,
Eight,
cool.
8 is regretting some life choices right now. They're all just around him, sucking life force from him.
18.
No life drain, but he does take 17 necrotic.
Cool, he's looking very injured.
Alright, Quentin.
I just realized how bad he's... Woo! Okay. Okay. Wait, 5 things at once. Right, okay.
8, what are you doing? Oh, God! What is wrong with you, 8?
Right, okay. They're going to... How close do I have to be to do this? That's not concentration. Good, so that. He has to be within 60 feet of me. Okay, I need to move forward. I'm going to move forward there.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom. 10-foot
Nice.
sphere
Yeah.
on where they all are. So he gets all 3 of them. they have to
Alright.
make,
So that's a 10-foot.
Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so you're hitting the 3 of them and your ally.
Yeah, 8's getting to roll a hit die.
Alright, and that is a con save.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first specter
Oh, he's done it. Alright, 14. Okay.
will fail, taking 6 necrotic, is that right?
2d6 necrotic.
Well, he
Yeah,
rolled a
well,
6 on the thing
But I
above.
rolled it already.
Oh.
Second one also try to resist. He does. So I think he just takes nothing, right? Or half. Okay, so you take 3.
Yeah.
This is... Forget, is this a
Weird
second level
that-
or first level? Alright, second level. I was going to say, that's a first level. That's crazy.
Weird that ghosts don't have
third one.
necrotic resistance.
Oh, it's necrotic. You're right. How do they feel about necrotic?
Sorry.
Oh,
I was
no,
trying to
keep-
make a joke.
Keep me honest. Oh, they don't take anything.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It still gives him... No, it's okay. It gives him health, so I'm not...
yeah.
Not a
Gotta
waste.
keep me honest. It is hard to keep track of everything. Alright, so yeah, the necrotic energies don't seem to do anything to them. Anything else, Quentin?
That would only get me there. Fuck this shit. Bonus action, dragon shape. I'm doing Moon Dragon.
Okay.
Going Radiant. Rather funny because I've still got Dragon Breath going as well.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
dragon breathing dragon. a little bit
Yeah.
oxymoronic, but it's fine.
Wait, he breathes dragons?
No, he's
Dragon fire is what.
he has the ability that lets him breathe fire.
I know
or-
it was a joke.
Got it. Yeah.
No, he definitely breathes.
Yeah,
He
this
definitely breathes
Dragons
dragons.
come flying out of his mouth. It's actually very
That
uncomfortable.
would be awesome.
Dragon breathing
It's more like
dragon.
puking small dragons everywhere.
Yeah, cool.
It's kind of like those
Yeah.
kind of fish that transport their babies
Right.
in their mouth.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Harry Potter when Ron starts like throwing up
No,
slugs.
no,
Slugs.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
I think we need.
Do you have a token for this thing, or do I need to make you?
Yeah,
one?
we've got the token. I just need to do a couple of things. Right. Okay. He goes there.
And I'll
Cool,
put you on the other, into the Shadow Realm.
He goes there, and then he moves 60 to get me there. Then he has dark vision of 60 feet, so I'd still see. Then he's going to do a straight line of moonlight breath. So they've all
Wait,
got
didn't
to
you use
make.
your action already?
I did. Sorry, ignore me.
You're just
I
you're just
forgot.
going nuts here. You withering blue
I
and
forgot.
shooting dragon breath. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
wait. So you prepare to blow some dragon breath, but that's going to be it for you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I forgot that I'd done that.
All right.
That's me done.
Elise, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna bonus action dash to get up here.
All right. You dash.
And take. Yeah, and I'm gonna use my green flame blade.
All right. So once again, the fiery blade comes out. Which one are you going for?
This one, but the green flame blade should also hit hit the guy beside him.
All right, the one to the north. So
Yeah.
yeah, 22 will strike, stabbing him with your magical sword.
So that's 6 fire, 6.
All right, so once again,
I can't math.
these things being spectral seem to have elemental resist, and will only take. Well, actually, that's a good amount of fire. That will be 7 points of fire damage, 8 piercing, so 15 damage. And how much
And
does
the other guy?
Ooh, that's gonna actually really wound him. Other guy takes a D8 fire, I believe. Right?
Oh, I thought he. Does he take a D8?
Let me see. Takes equal to
The
your...
second
oh,
creature
no,
takes
it's
fire
ability
damage equal to your
modifier.
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, so that would be intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh no, at 5th level, the attack does...
I'm not at 5th level. I'm not.
Oh, that's
I'm
right,
a
you're
4th level
multi-class.
wizard.
Alright.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
But is
because
it-
it goes off.
Oh yeah,
it goes
because
off
it's
the
a...
entire
Yeah, it's a
Oh, okay.
cantrip, so that would still be at 5th level. So 1d8 plus your int modifier, which I believe is, what, 4 or 5?
It's 4.
4?
Alright,
so- Yeah, 1d8 plus 4. So
Ooh,
that's going to
7.
be 11.
11.
Which halves
5.
to 5. Alright. Both of the creatures look very unhappy with you.
And that's all I can do.
Right. 8.
Okay, which one's?
He
Okay.
needs to disengage somehow and get out of there.
Bonus action. They need to make a Constitution saving throw for the Radiant Bolt.
Which one?
It's only
Uh,
one.
They're gonna go with this one.
Alright, the one next
Or
to
the
you.
other, this guy is like close to death, so just take it
Right,
out.
yeah, we'll go with that one. One is
Uh,
nearly dead.
What's her? Elise yells, take out the south one as he's about to blast that one. And he will change to the south one,
14.
which will fail. So D8
No, 1d8.
or 6.
1d6. 1d6 radiant, which is 3.
Alright, he is still alive, and he is, or it is blinded. You probably don't know what
Right.
gender these are.
8 is then going to action disengage. So that's 10.
Just to warn you, if he doesn't take damage or attack, he will lose his rage.
Does the radiant
Didn't
thing
he?
count?
No, that's not an attack. That's because there's no attack roll. That was an ability. You have to
Okay.
do an attack, whether it be melee or ranged. So you can disengage, but if something doesn't hit you by the start of your next turn, you'll lose your rage. Or if you you attack, you also keep it.
Bonus action, he did that.
It's the kind of downfall of the barbarian. If they don't stay in there,
Yeah.
they just lose it.
If he doesn't get attacked, I can attack him.
You just stab him. That's the signature
I.
Elise
Yes.
move. Like, hey buddy, you need some damage? Shank.
That's no one.
Is-
That's
is there a
no
thing-
one's like
No one's business.
signature.
It's no one's signature play. It's
Is there anything we
knifing
can
her
get?
buddies. Get
Full-on
mad,
mastery
stab.
is the bonus action.
Although your dagger is like you'd probably do more damage to him than the wraiths would, because your dagger does a lot.
I can
of
take
damage.
out a regular dagger.
Oh, and just like shank him with the offhand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be what it'll be. He'll disengage, get out of being flanked, move there. So in theory, they shouldn't be able to flank him from there. He'll stay next to Elise so she doesn't get flanked.
Okay. So just kind of goes back to back with Elise.
And he will tell Elise, hit me next time. Hit me once. Cool. That's it.
I can.
Alright,
Does
so
the
this,
attack have to hit, or just that he gets attacked?
I think he has to take damage. So it doesn't even have to be an attack.
that-
He would either have to take damage or attack. So if something provokes
'Cause
Noppy,
he-
that would count too.
Because I was just thinking, like, the other thing I could do is just do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, just punch him in the face.
In
Alright,
fairness,
Punch
these are the
him.
things these things will probably attack him next turn anyway because he's not got away.
so this
Yeah.
one makes an intelligence check, and it's going to fly down the hallway.
He's going for something.
Oh no.
Fuck.
And it
Oh,
is
no.
going to attack
Can he see him
Flintwing.
because he's invisible?
He
He's invisible.
can't,
so
but
Quentin,
he
you
can
fuck.
hear him. He can hear the fluttering wings.
Okay.
So it's a disadvantage, luckily.
That's disadvantage, okay.
Quentin, you fucked up.
Oh, which is good. It was.
Fine. No, he's
because he swings at the air in the area, but is unable to drain anything. Patchwork.
I can hear probably hear something from the right, but I'm more worried about the three things up north. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
makes
ignore that
sense.
for now. Move my whole 30 feet. Huh. Nah, that's 8's in the way. Can I hit this one somehow?
Yeah. I mean, he would have cover from his buddy, but you can still attack him.
Cover would mean what?
He gets a +2 to his AC. He has light cover.
I mean, this guy's close to death, so if you take him out, that's
Yeah.
one less person doing attacks.
From the north, Elise continues to yell out, "Kill this one!" As it's probably
Kill
about to
this particular one.
as it's probably
Stop
about to
trying to
attack
attack his
her.
buddy.
You would see its claw going up to about to like slash Elise. She's like, "Kill it!"
Man, I'm rolling good damage today.
All right, so you are blasting that one. Oh, you're doing
Yep.
so. That's a deck save. When you have deck saves, there's no cover. Just FYI, it's only attack rolls.
No,
But-
I'm doing the dead one, the half dead one.
all right, so it will see.
That one's blinded.
The
isn't he?
soon to be
Almost
dead
double
one.
dead one.
Oh, that one's blind. I don't think blindness affects saving throws. Strangely enough.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean,
So it would
didn't last
hear
time.
the flames coming in and jump to the side. Oh, and it will make it. Wow, good roll.
oh man.
So it kind of makes some noise at you towards the south. But is that it for you, Patchwork? How long is this thing
Can I-
blinded for?
Oh, give me a second.
Can
I
I
want-
cast a
Probably
spell on
drown.
8?
I would guess it's till the end of 8's next turn. That's usually how these things work.
Can I do a spell on 8?
Yeah, you can see 8. You have line of sight.
Third level healing word.
Alright, so you send some healing
Which would-
energy.
Actually, I need to check how much extra stuff he would get from my cleric ability.
That would be +5, I believe, for a third
Yeah,
level.
that's +5.
So 14.
9 plus.
Yep, that's 14 points.
A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn.
Okay, so start of your next turn. Got it.
8.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Patchwork?
No.
All right, new round. This one up here. Let's see. Make a intelligence check for him. No, these things aren't super bright to begin with. I mean, they're not dumb actually. Okay. He is going to fly over here, going through 8. Kind of looking down towards the two of you, and then he's going to attack. Who hit him? Oh, Flintwing hit him. He'll go for 8, because he's trying to bring him down so he could suck his life force. 18 will strike.
Yeah, that hits.
Doing 7 necrotic. His 8 is withered. And a con save, please.
Okay. Right. So -7. And then con save is.
DC 10. Alright, so yeah, you resist the life drain. Flintwing.
Cool. Right. This is fuck it all up. Alright, cool. Eldritch Blast, the one in front of him. At advantage, so 17 and 18.
So
It's straight roll, isn't it?
yeah, unless it moved back first.
But then he gets an half-day, so.
He
17
wouldn't
and
actually,
13.
because
Because you're invisible.
you're invisible. You don't get oppies on
Okay.
things you can't see. So Flintwing would probably know that, move back, and then appear blasting.
Flintwing will go there, blast him that way, so it's 17 and 18, so that's an 8 and a 1. 9.
So he's blasted twice for 9, yeah.
Bonus action, invisible again, and then he's going to use the rest of his movement, which is, if I think it's like 80? It's 80, okay. So he moved 10, let me go back. Let me just do all this again, because I need to keep.
So he went 20 feet so far.
So that was 20, cool, and then we go there. Come on. Work with me here, technological piece of junk. Come on, Q. Why are you not Q? Thank you. It's 20, that's 40. 50.
Run away, away.
There we are. That's what Flintwing did. Flintwing just went, fuck this.
Alright, so Flintwing goes fluttering around the corner. That's it for Flintwing. Next up is this one here. Which...
He tells
Elise-
Patchwork he's next to her as well. He's like, Patchwork, come here.
it's going to move into a flank position on Elise and attack her, because it did not like being burned. Ooh, 25.
Jesus Christ.
Which I believe is going to hit.
That's gonna hit no matter, even if I shield.
So 9 necrotic and a con save, please. So Elise looks a bit wounded, being drained of life force. Not near death.
I'm below
yet.
half.
Yeah.
I'm below half though.
Yeah.
And a con save.
Yes, to resist. Oh no. So the life drain would take effect and your max would be reduced by 9. So in your sheet, if you just put minus... Actually, I can do it here. If you just put like -9 next to your max
Yeah, I can do
HP. Like, oh, you got it. Okay. And that will adjust it until you fix that so you know, remember what your max is. Alright, so that's
yeah,
it for...
I get I assume if I just add up from there, and if I get over my max HP, I'm dead.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean if you get life drained enough? Yeah. So if you get life drained to 0, you would die.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
I'll
one
just keep track of that.
definitely is angry at you for burning it. But he will miss, luckily, as you dodge to the side. Quentin, aka Drake Man.
We are gonna go here.
Okay.
And then
Assume you made
Moonlight. Is there a way I can squeeze past to get there to get them in a line?
That space, you would have to go on top of the bookshelf. Do you have flying by any chance?
Not yet, because I'm still only 6th level. I don't get it till 8th, I think, the druid.
Yeah, actually, no, it would be too much of an angle anyway, so yeah, you'd have to... Yeah, that's not really a space.
Right. Moonlight Breath at the one to my right, then. He has to make a EC 12 dex save. Oh.
Alright, so you blast a bunch of
energy. I mean, this guy's blind and close to death.
I've got a plan.
The Drake just screams at you in Draconic. As you're trying to tell it what to do.
I can speak common. We established this.
Oh, fair enough. What did you say? Dex save?
DC 12 dex save, yeah.
All right. Okay, so he would make it, sadly.
So he takes half as much damage now, but it's still 4d6. Radiant.
Radiant, actually. Let me check something. No, I thought he was vulnerable, but... Alright, so he would take 14 and be close to death at this point.
That's cool. And the one that's nearly dead...
Which
my
one?
bonus action...
Now there's 2 that are nearly dead.
That one.
Okay.
Oh, that one's still blinded. No, I'll go for the one that I hit before to get rid of the fucking flanking on Elise. The one I hit, I'm going to hit again.
Alright.
This time as a bonus action with my Dragon's Breath from my Druid. So he has to make a save of 16. Is that one? What's that one? He has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. So it would fail that one.
Oh. No, fire doesn't work. We know lightning doesn't work. I don't think anything's gonna work. Fuck it, I'm just sticking to fire. We're gonna go fire. One's gonna be fire.
Alright. You send a bunch of flames out of your mouth after the radiant. 13 would have to 6. And he is incinerated.
Told you I had a plan!
Alright, anything else?
Nope. That's me.
Elise.
Green flame blade, because I believe 8 was attacked this round.
Yes.
Yes, he was, yeah. Alright, so which one? Assume the blinded one.
Yeah. Because that's at advantage, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 26 will strike.
So that's to the blind guy, that's 3.
He's very likely dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Very dead.
And it would do an extra D8 plus 4 to the one to the north.
4. 7. So
3 damage. Alright, anything else?
No, that's good.
8.
Stay there.
8. Bonus action. I have to make a... Is it con save? I can never remember what the fuck it is.
For what?
Yeah, he has to make a con save.
Oh yeah, he has to make a radiant. Yeah, it's con save. So you're blasting the one next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think he makes it.
Yeah, he
So
makes it, so
he
it doesn't count.
avoids the damage, yeah.
And then it can't get behind him there, can it?
You know, you can. You could hop up. What's your strength?
8 strength
Yeah.
is, I think, 16. Yep, 16.
Alright, so he can hop. Well, it would just be difficult terrain. You can hop up on the sarcophagus. I was going to say you could jump
Movement's
up
40,
there.
so
Yeah.
movement's 40, so 20. And
Oh,
then,
wait, sorry. I forgot the statue is there, so I'm a liar.
yeah, that's where I went. No, cool.
I was
That's all right,
looking at something else. which
So,
I will
from
move
where
I can
he's
see
at,
the
he's going
statue.
to attack one remaining wave.
Oof,
No.
no. Dodges it.
Out.
And dodges it. Shoo, shoo.
Cool.
That's his
That's him
power
done.
attack, right?
That's just the glaive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his glaive power attack. He always has his great weapon master on, so that's why his damage is so high when he hits. I think.
I don't know. It's however it was left when he was using it. So
Well, in any case, Spectre. So this guy, 25, 30. It's gonna come right through the bookcase.
That's a jump scare.
What the?
That's
Yeah.
a jump scare right
The,
there.
like the little Drake's like, God help me! He's in the back. Wah! It is going to
Something
actually.
suddenly something comes face first out of the bookcase.
Yeah, it doesn't see Flintwing. It still hears him, but I think it's actually gonna go for Patchwork.
I shouldn't have said anything.
At 21 with a strike, doing 9 necrotic, and a con save, please.
Fuck.
Oh, so you are drained 9 points.
Yep.
As your max also drops down to 42. Patchwork.
I don't like that. I can't do like a ranged spell like this, right?
You
Because
can, it
I'm-
would just be a disadvantage. If you do a ranged, any ranged attack, you can do dex save spells. Those would be unaffected. Because remember, attacks and spell
Yeah,
effects are
kind
two
of
different
depends
things.
what
So, for
spell to
example, what's the radiant one? Sacred Flame. You could just throw it. That would not be affected by him being next to you.
Yeah, but Guiding Bolt does more damage.
True, but that would be an attack, so that would be a disadvantage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could risk an Oppie and back up a little bit.
That is also true.
They tend to hit really high.
Who knows? They could,
Yeah,
you could roll a
want
one.
I want to get closer to the rest of you guys because you don't look so good. Yeah, I'm gonna risk an attack and I'm gonna move up here.
Risk it for the biscuit. Alright, so it will swipe at you. Oh, yeah, that's
Yep.
gonna hit.
Mhm.
For 13.
Another one.
Ouch.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Alright, so you are not drained, but you do take 13 damage.
yep. And then I'm gonna turn around and I would like to Guiding Bolt level 2 this guy.
Alright,
Because he scared me.
take this. Alright, so you blast him with a bunch of radiant energy. 22 would indeed strike it. Oh, nice hit. 17. He is just incinerated by radiant
I am a
energy.
spell sniper. Ka-chow!
Alright, so he is gone, or it is gone. Anything else?
And I'm gonna yell to Flintwing, "You're welcome!" And then I'm gonna turn around and try to help the others, I guess.
Flintwing's just chilling invisible. He's like, Alright, new round, Flintwing. That does make it easier for him to blast.
You're welcome was not sarcastic. That was genuine.
What's
then we
Flintwing?
Eldritch Blast. The remaining one. Nat 20 and then 24.
Alright, so yeah, those will both hit. Doing 8 and 10. Oh, wow. and it is blasted.
And then Flintwing says, "You're welcome."
Alright, so
Patrick's gonna yell back, "Thank you!"
that will end the fight. At least it doesn't seem like there are more of these things. What do you all want to do?
Alright, anyone need healing here?
I think
Both
if we leave, we'll be fine. But
both of your
8, what the hell?
allies look wounded. 8 would just say, I'm just making sure there were no more enemies in here. Apparently there
Well,
were.
you found some more.
Apparently I did.
Well,
Fucking Quentin.
maybe if he hadn't found them, they would have found us and surprised us, so...
Exactly.
And hey, no one's
Probably.
dead.
Why
Yeah.
don't we take a rest to tend to our wounds in here? The necrotic
Might-
energies have drained all of us.
Might be a good idea. Why can't I
Elise is just gonna kind of slink between the stacks and start looking at the books.
That's why I couldn't see.
8 says, yeah, I think I'm gonna lock the doors.
That's a good idea.
Or at least close
Except
them. We
not
don't
that
have a
it-
key.
Except those things seem to be able to pass through solid objects.
Yeah, one
Well,
of them
I'm
phased
hoping
through a bookshelf right in front of me, scared the living daylights out of me.
you would say, I'm hoping there are no more of them just wandering. But yes, you're right. If there are, they could just come through. If we're going to rest here, we should probably set up a small watch in front of the door.
That's a good idea. Quentin, you don't look too bad. Why don't you start?
No, Quentin is bad. It's just in my dragon form. I look good.
Yeah, he's just dragon forming it up. How long does that last?
It's half my druid level, which 3 hours.
Alright, so you got it for a while. Quentin, why don't you stay with me over here? Patchwork, well, actually, I don't think he's going to give you guys orders, but he'll keep an eye out.
Before I go, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna make a long way around because with my blind sight, I'm gonna like walk all around, checking everything out in case there's anything worth knowing.
You're gonna trigger some more traps?
I'm not trying to trigger. I'm trying to use my blind sight to see.
Just looking for...
There's things we don't know.
Though blind sight wouldn't reveal things within the crypts, because that doesn't go through walls. But yes, you would see invisible and things that like might hide in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Elise.
Alright, so you're attempting to rest. Elise, you said you're kind of searching around for anything of value.
Yeah, just slinking through the books. Yeah, basically. Searching the room.
Alright, give
I can't
me
see where you are.
an investigation
There you
check.
are.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so that is gonna take you some time. In the meantime, is anyone doing anything?
Patchwork, do you want to collect the essences for them all, or no?
Oh right, I nearly forgot. Yeah, I would like to go around and collect the
Okay.
essences of everything we've killed.
Religion or alchemy?
I think religion.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure you had alchemy.
Also, again, disadvantage doesn't matter.
I mean, it could. Is anyone helping you?
Flintwing will help.
Flintwing's like, what? No one's help her.
Please.
Give me a persuasion check, Quentin.
Disadvantage again because oh
Oh,
god,
it's me.
That would be Quentin, and actually he would have
Oh.
advantage.
Yeah, I get advantage because of doing
Yeah.
stuff.
ignore mine.
For me. Okay, so we get advantage.
So I don't wanna touch undead. Things are gross. Icky.
Persuasion. Love that.
Fine.
I love that Quentin can't talk to people, but dragons, he's just like, go help.
Go world for him. I'll go ahead and make a, I guess, wisdom check, because I don't think Flintwing has religion.
Let's have a look what we got.
It's so. I don't like
Arcana,
that religion is
deception,
in.
perception, and stealth. Oh, okay.
Why is religion in intelligence? It's so unfair
Oh.
to all druids and clerics.
It's not a wisdom
Yeah,
save. It would be
Oh,
a.
it's not.
It would be an intelligence check. Sorry, you're right. It's not wisdom.
Okay.
It's intelligence.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
And it's not a save. You just click on the intelligence.
Oh, I did. That was just it. That's it.
All right. Oh, 17. Not bad. So Flintwing is surprisingly helpful as you are collecting these essence carefully off of the dead. Let me mark those for you in the chat. So it's this guy.
Are you taking that patchwork, or is that going in the bag of holding?
I'm going to take that again.
Well,
The second one. It's the Dream Wraith.
Quinton feels like Daenerys Targaryen every time he's in dragon form. When he gets flying, it'll be great.
And the Spectre.
I mean, technically, you can already fly.
Technically, I can, yes.
So you could be a dragon with radiant wings.
I know.
Don't dragons already have wings?
Yes, but I can't fly until my 8th level.
Ah,
As a druid, you don't get flying
Because-
creatures until 8. But
because then at your 8th level, the dragon's gonna have 4 wings.
So those are the essences you collect, which would pretty much destroy the remaining wraith bodies.
while I'm on guard, if I can, I'm going to try and short rest as Quinton, and so will 8.
I don't know if you can heal while in shapeshifted. You would have to drop.
I don't want
form.
to. I don't want to heal. I don't want to heal. I just want to get my wild shapes back.
Oh, I see what you're saying. As a druid, got it. Yeah, sure. So you are resting, keeping an eye on the door. Let me see if everything goes okay. It does. So at least, well, first of all, you would all, if you want, you can spend your short rest. An hour passes. But at least you would find something during your investigation, which I need to roll for. Give me a D100 roll, please. Oh, well done.
Oh, geez. Look at that.
So you would find a recipe in one of the books about equestrian raising and rearing, and there's just this random magical recipe kind of hidden away in the text for creating horseshoes of speed.
Interesting. Quentin, do you want to add that to the recipe list?
I will do.
You don't think there's anything else of use, but you also believe that this could be used as a research center. There are a lot of different types of books in here.
Mm-hmm. All right, then I will start my short rest after I find that.
Oh, you could have short rested while you were researching. That wasn't strenuous.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, so you
Oh,
would
okay.
say you did your short rest while looking around.
Curiosity, horseshoes of speed. Is it uncommon, rare?
It's rare.
Okay, so that automatically makes it
And luckily, the life drain that you all suffered would go away.
Oh, so we would be at full.
You well,
So
you
the
don't
minus
actually
9 and
you don't heal, but your max would go back up.
yeah, because
How did I roll?
I healed a bit above the new max.
What'd you say, Elise?
Sorry, my hit dice was weird. Because I rolled a d8 and 2d6 and ended up with a 3. And it's saying that I only rolled 1d8.
Yeah, it looks like it didn't register, so you could try rolling the 2d6 again.
Alright, I'll just do that manually then.
Yeah, that's fine. So
No, I didn't want 2d4. I didn't want
Oh.
2d4, I wanted 2d6.
Alright,
So 7 plus my con.
Yeah, I believe it's +1 for each of those.
So 9.
So 9, yeah. Alright.
Okay.
So, what do you all want to do? Oh, and his 8's not still wounded, so I'm guessing you could take those marks off.
Oh, I forgot. Only because I just.
Or you guys, you could just throw him into the background again, I guess. Although I don't think it does. It preserve his HP totals. I think it does. Yeah, it does because it's a character sheet. So yeah, you could just delete the token if you want.
Okay. Right. Here we'll go. You give my moon dragon the 60 feet dark vision, just because I know he doesn't have it.
Yes. Actually, I'll make that permanent.
Sorry to be a pain.
No, it's fine. Didn't save it from the first time for some reason. Yeah, you should have it now.
Thank you. Cool.
Alright, so what do you all want to do?
Shall we continue on?
I mean, part of me really wants to look into now that we've triggered the things. I want to look at the coffins to try and figure out why did one look like it'd been scratched there.
It is not always honorable to disturb the dead. But
yeah, I think we should just leave it be.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
And I forgot to mention, but Patchwork would thank Flintwing for his help. Jeez.
Flintwing would say, yeah, just, it's fine. And would fly away.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. Patrick, don't you have the light spell? Why don't you use the light spell?
Yeah,
To give yourself light.
Right, you're the source of light because you went scouting and we didn't want to.
Yeah, you can put
Well,
light on
attention,
your weapon or something if you want.
I'm gonna activate my... Yeah, when she casts light, her eyes start to glow.
Alright, mark yourself as a light source. And you light up the area now as well.
I'm just bringing up the rear, making sure no one's...
Alright, so you would notice something odd as you walk over here. This wall is partially opened. Looks like there may have been a secret door there that someone opened at some point.
Okay. Do I see the door?
Yeah, so give me an investigation. See what you can figure out here. It's not open enough for you to step through, but you would see a small hallway behind it. You don't see a way of opening it. There might you might need to just either like pull it open with raw strength or like use some kind of magic to pass by, because there's only about like 2 inches of openness.
I have Misty Step, so I can get by if you guys... Or better yet, stand back, you guys. Or do you... I I have a spell, but it'll make a really, really loud noise.
Why
Then
don't-
maybe not do it.
Why don't I just yank it open?
It's like
I
you've got 8 and me. Like,
I do have some amount of strength as well.
Here, why don't I just teleport in? Check it out.
Can you
If there's any trouble,
can
if
you
there's any
immediately
trouble, I can
teleport
tell. If there's any trouble, I can teleport back.
Good. Okay, that's good to know.
Seems like you could save your powers, but if you think that is best.
Yeah, we could just.
It seems
bust
like
down.
it seems like the most subtle option rather than destroying a wall.
is the thing big enough for Flintwing to go through with her?
Flintwing. No, probably not. You'd have to be tiny to get through the.
Okay,
opening,
no, that's cool.
unless you could reduce it, Flintwing's size.
I can't do it.
All right. So, how are you getting in?
Misty Step.
All right. So you will poof in, and actually, I'm just gonna open this because you all would be able to see inside. Looks like a small hallway with, and yeah, as you peer around the corner there, you would see a chest at the end of the hallway. Something is suspicious about all this. You can make an active perception. You don't see one with your 9.
My 9 perception, you guys. It's hilarious. 14.
You want us to yank it open?
No,
All
no
right.
point.
With a 14, you would notice that the floor in front of you, and possibly the floor in front of that, has a bunch of pressure plates on it. It's an odd pattern of little stone tiles on the floor.
Could I avoid them?
That would be acrobatics, or you could try to jump 10 feet to avoid those two.
If you come back for a second, I can enhance ability for you.
Save your spells. It's okay.
I have various ways of recovering them. It's fine.
Alright, so 19
Okay.
would be enough as you balance, moving half speed, I assume, forward. And I
Do
assume you're
some-
gonna continue.
Yeah. No, I'll jump over the pressure plates.
Alright.
Can I get all the way up to the
unfortunately-
chest?
Well, you can jump up to your strength score, which would be what? 8?
8, I believe.
Yeah, so you could jump this square and get to here. Which
Good
you
to
s-
hear.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you do, there is a click.
Oh.
With a 19 acrobatics?
Well, you didn't see the ones over here because
Oh.
you were a bit far away. And yeah, give me a dex save. There's a bunch of spikes pop through the floor here.
Guys,
I don't want to say it, but I told you so.
Well, you did make it. You're grazed by the spikes, taking 8 points of piercing. And the trap is triggered, so you don't think there's going to be any more problems. The spikes don't go back into the floor.
alright, is there any more going forward?
Give me a perception.
I'm gonna yell down the hallway. Are you alright?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Hey.
You don't
Okay.
see anything. Still suspicious.
I'm still suspicious. Can I just do another acrobatics leap to get to the
You would
the
have
chest?
to see pressure plates to be able to avoid them. So you would probably either need someone else to take a look, or you could just some way
Do
like
you-
avoid and maybe try to go directly to the chest somehow. I
You
don't
could
know.
try to throw something on the ground or something.
It's true. You could maybe poke at the floor a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a bag full of ball bearings somewhere in the they should be in the bag of holding actually.
Give
So
me a
those
second.
those might set them off, but if these are pressure plates, those probably don't weigh enough. Like it would have to be like something with actual weight behind it.
No, I don't see any ball bearings here.
There should be some in the bag of holding because they were part of my they were part of my starting equipment,
Oh,
but they
okay, no,
they
that's
got
alright.
too heavy.
Yeah, no, he might not have put it on here then because of. Okay, cool. So I'll just write it on there now.
Okay. In that case, can I just take off my whole backpack and throw it onto the ground?
Like with all your stuff in it?
Yeah.
It might destroy your backpack if it gets stabbed a bunch.
Never mind. I don't want to do that. That's stupid.
So,
You want it?
Can
go
I take the
Oh.
immovable rod?
actually, one thing you'd notice now that you're over here, with your 10 that you rolled, is that on the other side of the chest, you would see a lever. It's not a very big one, but now that you're a little closer, you can kind of see it with the edge of the light. I don't know if that helps you at all.
That can I can't move shit with prestidigitation. Can I take some rope out of the bag of holding, make a lasso, and try to loop the lever to pull it down?
We do have a lot of ropes.
There's a lot of rope in the bag of holding. I know
We
that,
have
for sure.
9.
Yeah, that'd probably just be a straight dex check if you're trying to
Sure.
throw like a lasso over there. Yeah, so you hurl the lasso on the rope. That would be 15 feet, quite the throw, and you would wrap it around the lever.
All right. Can I maneuver the rope to kind of be
Pull
able
the lever
to
downward.
pull the lever cronk?
Sure. So there is
Oh, lever!
there is a click.
Yeah, watch a trap door open up beneath me.
There is a click, and the spikes in the hallway would all slowly raise up, making them no longer a threat, because you can just walk
Yeehaw.
between them now.
All right, I'll get to the chest. Is there any traps on the chest?
Not that you see.
All right, I attempt to open it.
All right, that would be a lockpick.
Wow, this has been a journey, you guys.
It's been a journey, but we've all made it. 18 would be enough, and the lock opens. I assume you're looking inside.
The real journey was the traps we triggered on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Elise. Yep, she just triggers all the traps.
She's a
Oh,
different
you have-
kind of rogue. She's not
You
the
have to
Yeah.
dexterity,
she's not
but
the fine
good
trap
perception.
kind of rogue.
No,
So
she's the
She can avoid
she's
the
the
traps, but she
disarming them the
doesn't see them.
barbarian way.
yeah,
She
without
likes to disarm them the barbarian
without
way.
the HP to back that up. All right, so if you
Oh,
open
I'm still laughing.
you open the
I'm
chest.
still laughing about. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still laughing about her Benjamin buttoning the Sithro fight.
Oh yeah. It looks like there
Anyways, I open the
are-
chest.
Looks like there are some scrolls inside of it. Which I will. Are you gonna look at these scrolls?
Of course.
All right. So
And are we doing magic items since I found a box?
No, that's not every box. There
Sure
are
it is.
scrolls in this one. No, this isn't a
Alright.
wish list chest.
This
Oh,
is not a
usually-
wish list, chat.
There's usually like one of
It looks
those
like
per
one.
dungeon, if that. This is a random chest,
Alright.
which I am figuring
You
out what
col-
the scrolls are.
Do you color code them or
The chest? No. No.
never.
no?
And here. And last but not least, there. Alright, so I lied, there are 5 scrolls in the chest. You read them and find some mostly common spells, one that is a little bit more uncommon. And there would also be some arcane components in there.
Nice.
I'm guessing they're going in the bag of holding, right?
Yeah, they'll go in the bag of holding for now.
Cool. I'll add them.
Otherwise, you don't see anything else here.
With that. I'll scroll illusionary script.
What do you want to do?
Make my way back, I guess. Avoiding the spikes.
Alright,
And
yeah, you
I
can
will
walk through the spikes fairly easily.
Yeah, and I'll Misty step back out.
Yeah, Patchwork's gonna give her a look over to see how injured she is.
So you poof back
Alright,
through.
Mom.
Hey, I'm the healer.
So you can whisper her your HP totals. 8 would say, I still think we could have just ripped it open. It seemed like a bit unnecessary.
Oh, we didn't know how loud it could be, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Fair enough. That was probably more quiet, other than the whatever that noise was, where the metal was shrieking. All right, so what do you all want to do?
I guess we'll try the next door.
I would tell Elise that I still have some spells left I could spare to heal her because she's looking a bit scraped up.
Oh, I'm okay. You know, it's little more than stubbing your toe.
Patchwork would
I'm
give her
still
a raised eyebrow if she had facial expressions.
If she had,
I'm still above. I'm still above half. I'm
She's
still
looking
above
at you
half.
judgmentally, but doesn't insist on it.
all right. So there's another large set of double doors here.
I'm standing there to see if my blind sight picks up anything that's beyond it. I'm typing stuff in this, so let me know if I need to do anything.
I don't think blind sight, like I said, goes through barriers. I don't believe it does. I think that's only it reveals invisibility, things in the dark. That would be
Okay.
tremor sense that would go through barriers because that's more
Forward.
vibrations in the ground.
Okay.
But you don't hear anything, at least with your passive perception.
I'm just going to write all this up, so if I need to do anything, let me know while I focus on writing this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Are the doors unlocked?
You attempt to open the door. It does appear to be locked.
Is this like a similar lock to the first library or the second library?
Similar in what way?
Like, is it a Does it seem like a, excuse me, more difficult lock?
So you kind of judge the workmanship of the lock. Mechanically, it's probably a 15.
Okay.
Is there anything
Um,
written on the door like with the others?
No, this one is unmarked.
All right, I will try to open it.
Okay. There would indeed be a click as you quickly open the door. Pushing the large doors open reveals another crypt of some kind. This one you would see a much more fancy looking sarcophagi, and these ones have dwarvish markings on them, which looks like they might be names.
The circle in the middle.
So religion might tell you something about that.
I shall make an untrained religion check.
Can I assist with that?
Yeah, I mean, if you have training, you can make a check
Yeah,
as
I
well.
have training. I'm just
All right,
I'm
so
at disadvantage.
the two of you kind of look at it, but you are unsure what it means. With a 13, it could be some sort of maybe a protective symbol, but you can't place your finger on the origins or what the exact use is, like what it's supposed to
My guess is
signify.
that it maybe, yeah, my guess is maybe it's like a stronger, it's like a stronger preservation spell on the pillars that we've been seeing.
Possibly, though there isn't anything in here that you'd really need to preserve. This just seems like a burial chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And it also seems like it's been undisturbed for a long time. There's a lot of dirt and dust in here. Which the libraries were more clean, which goes with the preservation magics. This place is more kind of gross.
Alright.
As you step in, the runes on the floor light up.
No.
Which actually would kind of light up this place a little. Can I give these light? I think I can. So not a bright light, there's just kind of like a dim light coming off them, lighting up kind of the area around them. You would see that there is something etched into the floor in Dwarven.
I speak Dwarven.
It
Me
says
too.
burial chamber of great heroes of the battle, and it would list a battle that you might be familiar with history, if you want to make a check.
Sure. This is trained.
So yeah, you would recognize the name, and these, or at least if what this says is true, these heroes were responsible for helping fight back agents of being known as the Shadow Lord. And it would say, woe be to any who disturb their peaceful slumber. Which actually insight might tell you something. Anyone
Sure.
who's reading this.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
This is proficient.
This
Insight.
is proficient, but at disadvantage, so it's 15.
So you'd both get the sense that that warning might be a little bit more than just a warning. There might be protective magics on this place. So messing with anything in here could have consequences.
What do you think, guys? Should we leave?
Leave. Yeah.
The fairy
'cause
dragon says
there's nothing.
there
There's
could be
nothing for us here.
there could be stuff back there.
There could be dead people there, and a trap.
So yeah, he'll say to Quentin, "We found stuff in the other rooms. I think it would be worth it to try to get this."
I'll up and see. Hey, 8, does Shadow Lords mean anything to you?
He says, "No, I can't say it does. Time I came from, we didn't. If that was something, it was not something that was in circles that I walked in." Does he have history, actually? And actually, anyone with history, when the word Shadow Lord is mentioned, you could make a history check, although it would be at disadvantage.
No, I don't either.
Nope.
So Shadow Lords.
I'm the nerd in this group, you guys.
That's great.
During the
That's
Therian Empire, there was only one Shadow Lord, but it was a big scandal because the dwarves were using living people kind of in secret to create these magical batteries to power a lot of their technology that they created through rune mastery. There's a whole scandal behind it, and at the end, the Shadow Lord was attacked and defeated by their magic users. You're not sure what happened to him.
Sorry, the dwarves were using people, or the Shadow Lord was using people?
The dwarves were using people through the Shadow Lord, so he had magical abilities that could take the life essence from people and create these magical batteries out of it. And it was the only way the dwarves could power a lot of their magics. It was a whole scandal when it came out, and it caused actually a civil war within the Therian Empire because a lot of people were pissed about it. But afterwards, the Shadow Lord him and his followers were defeated, and he was imprisoned somewhere.
So basically, evil guys' followers were sacrificing people to power batteries, which then, when the common people found out, they got pissed and revolted.
More than
Yeah.
just the common people, there were several dwarven political factions that basically.
It's the followers that were doing this, sacrificing humans, and then everybody else didn't agree with it.
Yeah, but at the end of it, like, there was a bunch of people ousted from the government, and some executions because of it.
Lord Voldemort and his followers, effectively.
Similar.
Culture reference.
Less politically involved than Lord Voldemort. It was more the Shadow Lord working from the shadows.
Okay.
Quote the pun, or ignore the pun. But yeah. So there were several large engagements, and you're guessing some of the people in those engagements, some important people died and were buried here.
Quick, this is probably a question for Elise, but
why don't we do a quick break?
the dwarves were okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
What's your question?
The question was going to be, which I don't think you can answer. The dwarves were using humans, or the dwarves were just using others?
People.
I think they were just
people.
using people.
Humanoids, so dwarves, humans, people
Okay.
that wouldn't be missed, basically, like poor people without a lot
Right,
of
that's
importance.
what I
in
wondered if it was
society.
a specific thing to.
Not just
human
humans or dwarves; it was
Okay.
everyone. Like anyone within the empire. Basically, humanoids were disappearing. Poor people.
Okay.
Do any of you know Naruto?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of what Danzo did with his like root division, kidnapped children and people that wouldn't be missed and like made them soldiers.
Like any shady organization.
Mm.
Elise is seriously balancing the pros and cons to keeping the group moral or going after the possible treasure.
Well,
What possible
tempted-
treasure?
Just
There's
FYI.
corpses in these.
oh, I agree. I'm tempted by the treasure, but there's a part of me that's like, right now, maybe not the best. Like, I'm fully with you, but
Thing
There's
is, we
part of me
don't know.
I
there's-
think the issue
We don't
issue
know if
for
there's
Elise
treasure
is
in
less
there, and
like
if there isn't, then it's also
it's
nothing.
less. Well, yeah, the problem is less of like do we have the power to do it, and more, should we do it morally? Because supposedly these are great heroes who fought against the shadow, like
Fuck
the
does
Shadow
it matter?
Lord, and
Fuck does it matter? These people are dead. We are not. We could use it.
yeah. No, but she also knows that Patchwork's probably against it.
No, I'm also against it because I don't want to trigger this trap.
No, I'm against doing it right now.
Just that you guys don't want to trigger a trap? Oh, well, in that case, fuck it. We're stealing the shit.
Well, both
Fucking grave
actually.
robbers.
I don't want to open these graves, and I don't want to go do it because I don't want us to die, and I don't want to fight. much more.
Maybe can we have a long rest and come back and just do this bit?
No.
Get magical batteries.
That's a lot of chests there.
No,
And
I'm
if
thinking
they're
that.
filled with useful things.
I'm saying no.
Not saying no, I'm just saying not right now.
That's good enough for me. For now.
Patrick, is this like a full stop no, or is this like a I need a long rest before we do this?
No, this from Patchwork, that's a full stop no. She's not
Alright.
gonna do this. It doesn't feel right to her to rob people after they've made such a sacrifice. For good.
Mhm.
We're assuming they were good. These could have been the evil fuckers.
Well, no, they're the people who fought against the Shadow Lord, who was using people as batteries.
But what I'm saying is, like, when the history is written, it's written by the victors, so we don't know.
That's true. And I think Elise would probably explain that. But I think ultimately she'll just take. She'll want to go steal the shit, but ultimately I think she's just gonna take a neutral position if this starts a debate.
Fortunately, you've got Quentin, who has no fucking self-control.
Unfortunately,
who
Patrick
has no
might-
self-control.
No, please don't. I'm not gonna help you with the trap triggers.
P, will you guys hear it?
To mute you.
If I go, I don't want to mute me.
Why?
Well, I'm hoping noise suppression's on. Yeah, noise suppression's on, so you guys shouldn't hear it.
Oh, now we know, so it doesn't make a difference.
So yeah, that doesn't work.
I just looked at the fuck through it. It's just like,
Hey guys, I'm just filling up my water bottle.
Oh man.
are you Bear Grylls?
No, that's disgusting. Okay, that was funny.
I am 100% with you. Like, I am tempted. My just requirement is I need a long rest.
I don't want to do this.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad, to be perfectly honest.
I
do
just
think
don't want to
I
do
think
it.
it'll be a fight. I think we'll end up in a fight. I 100% think
Oh yeah,
so.
no, we're definitely gonna end up in a fight. Unless they're sentient, in which case I could probably talk them out of it.
Can we put this argument?
Like if they're sentient, see, but my idea is that we wake them up and talk to them and just say like, hey, there's like this evil dude, like there's probably like this evil dude who's like living in your crypt, who may have ties. Like we can lie to them and tell them that he probably has ties to the Shadow Lord. That we want, and we want to get rid of him. We want to defeat him for them.
Not
But
necessarily a lie, 'cause we don't know he's not connected.
no, he's not connected. But that's just the point. Is that like, hi, my dog is sneaky, and he's snuggly, and I'm poking him for a snuggle.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, Patchwork, if we don't take them, someone else might come along and then do it anyway, and they might be worse.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that it like we don't have to steal from them or murder them or re-murder them
They're
or
dead, it's
whatnot.
not murder.
Like we don't. But like I feel
still
like we
doesn't
can
feel right.
to talk to them and potentially like help them out, and maybe they'll help us. Like worst comes to worst, they say no and we leave.
Worst comes to worst.
If you'll leave when they say no, fine.
Yeah.
Like if you leave it be when they say no, fine, yeah.
Right, but here's a question to play devil's advocate to Patchwork. If we wait them up to have a conversation and they decide they don't want to talk and they try and kill us, are we okay to kill them? If they don't want to talk.
Then maybe we shouldn't wake them up in the first place.
You don't know.
That's not something we can. That's not something we can control. Is their reaction to us waking them up?
If you give me a long rest, I can prepare speak to dead.
Yeah, that
All right.
I mean, that would work. Long rest, speak to the dead, come
Oh.
back, have a chat.
Yeah.
That way we maybe don't trigger the trap.
Yeah. Like in the meantime, there's like a couple other rooms that were at the beginning of the dungeon that we can go look at.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually not that hurt. I've only used about half my spells.
Yeah, I'm at half, kind of, and my HP is almost full.
Yeah, I'm just below half, or just
I'm not
above.
even-
Excuse me, just above half.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
you're
what
at
I'm
like
at.
2/3, I think.
Yeah, I'm at 2/3. But my my total was also reduced. So I'm like technically right at my normal max health, or right at my normal half my normal max health. But
Mm.
I got my max got reduced.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's fine.
Wait, no, the max reduction is gone now, right?
No, I think it usually goes away at a long rest.
I think, but I think the DM said that it's gone.
Uh,
Like we're
it
back
would-
at our normal total.
Yeah, it would be gone. These guys have a weaker life drain. It goes away on a short rest. So
So I'm at full max.
Well, your max is at full. You don't heal that.
No, I don't heal that, but I'm at full max.
But yeah, your max would be back to normal.
Okay. Oh well, if that was the case, I could have used more hit dice, but that's fine.
Yeah, same.
Alright, well, what
So
do
yeah,
you...
no, we have a plan. We have
Okay,
a plan.
what is
We
the
leave for
plan?
now. I prepare speak to the dead overnight. We come back and ask these guys if they're okay with giving up their stuff.
Give us your stuff.
We're gonna bargain.
I mean,
You'd be
you
ever
would
so kind.
probably know that the dead... Well, if there are undead in those coffins, they probably would not want to give up their stuff.
We don't know if there's undead. We just know that there's dead there at least.
True.
And we'll talk to them and hopefully like make a deal because they were against the Shadow Lord and people doing evil shit. And so we just talk to them and tell them like, hey, there's a guy living here who's like probably evil.
Alright, well, what does the group want to do?
We head off for a long rest.
Well, do you guys want to go check out some of the other rooms?
I
Or
can do if you want.
because I think there was like one up here. And I think there was one up here, and there's one over
Let
here that we
me
didn't look at.
look at the map. I have. Yeah, there's 3 pathways we haven't explored yet at the entrance.
Yeah.
All right. So is that where you're going?
Yep.
Do you want to go that way, or do we want to just leave?
We can go and have a look if you want.
All right. So you head back up to the original area.
Wait, I'm not a light. Yes, I am a light source anymore. Roll 20 is just lagging.
You should
Luckily,
be like, yeah.
luckily you don't encounter anything on the way. Where do you want to go?
Should we open up this one?
West sounds good, but maybe check for traps or listen to if there's anything behind the door first.
Sure. I'll have a listen.
So you listen. You don't hear anything moving around in there.
Is the door locked?
You attempt to open it. It is not locked. She makes some noise, fidgeting with the handle. Opening the door, looks like another burial chamber of sorts. This one has a bunch of bones in it. The bones look like they had the flesh chewed off of them. Not like they've been here a long time, like maybe something dragged a body in here and ate it. The sarcophagi do not look like they've been disturbed. They're all closed.
Well, guys, this looks like another fight. I don't know if you guys want to head in that direction at all, you guys. But this direction looks like a fight.
Are there any tracks on the floor to indicate that something might have moved in and out of here?
Do you want to take a look at the floor? Go ahead and open the door and give me a perception.
Yeah, I'd like to peek in.
Quentin. Oh, you're kind of far back,
That's a
though.
14.
I'll move forward if she's having a look.
Yeah, alright. The dragon wanders up. So yeah, Quentin, you would notice disturbance in the dust. The survival might tell you more.
What does my 14 get me?
So Quentin's passive is 23, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I mean, you might notice some disturbance in the dust as well. Quentin would notice a large amount of disturbances. With a 14, yeah, so you would guess that several of these bodies were dragged in here and eaten. These may have been some of the the hobgoblins from the Iron Tide. As you notice, some of them have armor that looks like what the Iron Tide people were wearing. What else?
These are the guys that opened the crypts, apparently.
The trail of the things that ate them goes north through this door.
There's no sense that whatever's been that way's come back, like, it's the thing we've already killed.
It's hard to say, but there's quite a few, so you don't think you have killed all of them, but some of them might be the ones you slew in the hallway over here.
Alright. I'd say look at the other doors and see what we get from the other ones before we start going forward.
Mm-hmm.
We will follow with these.
I'm still drawing stuff. 1 second.
Okay. So if we stand there and wait.
Well, Patchwork draws a map again.
This one. Can I listen? Is there anything to be heard?
Yeah, so if you listen in that one, you hear what sounds like water dripping.
Is this one unlocked as well?
You are able to push the double doors open. Inside here is a small pool, kind of at the north end of the area. You would notice, looks like a parchment kind of sitting next to the pool on the ground, and water dripping from the ceiling down into the pool. As you get closer, a light appears on the ceiling, shining down into the pool, which begins to glow as well.
Can I look at the scroll? Parchment?
Yes. So... the scroll... What languages do you speak?
Elvish, Dwarvish, and Common, I believe.
Alright, the
Common,
scroll-
Dwarvish, Elvish. Thieves can't.
The scroll doesn't make any sense to you. It seems to be in a language you don't speak.
I'll bring it over to everybody else. Do you guys read this, or should I
right.
cast?
I would take
Should
a
I-
look at it.
8 speaks Dwarvish Common, Wing speaks Draconic Sylvan Common, and Quinton speaks. Give me a second. Celestial Primordial Druid, Draconic Common.
I have
Or sorry,
Primordial, Dwarvish, and Druidic.
what were the languages you spoke again, Quentin?
Quinton speaks Celestial, Druidic, Primordial.
Right,
And
so
Draconic.
you would recognize the language as Celestial.
Okay.
And this is what it says.
Okay, so. Oh, it's Celestial. Right, let's have a look. Open the gate. 3 things are required: a ritual to appease a long dead god, essence of a long lived life, an item infused with magic to state my hunger, where any who would enter my realm.
That's a bit ominous.
It is, but it's not, because it shows us a ritual to appease them. A long dead god. The essence of a ritual to appease a long dead god. The essence of a long lived life. An item infused with magic to state my hunger.
Well, I don't know if we have any of those things, but maybe we can look around and find them.
Technically, we have something to appease an item infused with magic to state my hunger. Create food and water scroll. Technically,
That could work.
that's that one. Essence of a long lived life.
So religion or arcana might give you some insight into that.
Okay, so front wing
I have religion.
and
Nope.
So you know, no one, that there are rituals to draw essence from humanoids, which are usually considered a bit taboo, as blood essence, as it's called, is used to summon demons, devils, and other bad things usually. That said, there's also ways you can get essence from... so you would guess you'd probably have to draw essence from something that lived a long life, whatever that means.
I'll explain that.
Possibly an old person? That would be your guess, anyway.
Okay, so we need to get essence from an old person. Does doing the essence kill the person?
Generally, yeah.
Probably. I'm not entirely sure this is something that we want to do. I mean,
I
Do we
don't
really
want to
wanna-
do it.
do we
Uh,
really want to poke at the old gods?
8 would say,
Phew.
well, we are in a crypt. There are probably dead things in here we could get essence from, right?
Wait, what about the essence from the wraiths? Wouldn't that count?
Yeah, I have a bunch of undead essences. I don't know if that counts as life though.
Well, we're not sure how long those wraiths lived as people. Maybe one of these sarcophagi has some dates on it. We can find someone who lived a long life.
Okay.
And what else was on that list?
Ritual to appease a long dead god.
That I don't know.
Long dead god?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So you would know with religious knowledge, Patchwork, that gods can indeed die. Usually it happens when they lose all their followers or they are killed by other gods or beings of extreme power. But that ends their influence on a realm. So there have been gods who have died over the ages, both good and bad.
You know of any of them?
She
Do I
probably.
know?
Well, you would probably know of some, probably not rituals to appease them, though. You're not sure where those would be.
I mean, I do know, as the player, that there is like a, I don't know, it's like god of like protection. I think he has like a symbol of like a hand or an eye or something. But that guy was dead for a while but came back. I have no idea. So yeah, as Patrick, I would inform the others that yes, gods can die. But sometimes they are just removed from a realm or a plane or something.
Okay, so we have to find a ritual to an old dead god, and then potentially essence from. Right. Okay. That's something to keep an eye out for.
Well, let's just hope that this god isn't an evil one. Then
Who knows?
that could go wrong. Let's check the last room then.
I'm following, but I'm writing this down, so carry on.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
this last door is a bit peculiar. The double door has a bunch of chains wrapped around the handles, and it's locked with a padlock. You would note that the door looks like it's taken some damage. Investigation might tell you some more here. And you would notice some blood on the ground. Like, not fresh, but like it's been here for a while. Maybe like a week or so. So yeah, you feel like someone may have locked something in this room and then chained the door to keep it from opening and getting out.
Well, that's all the rooms that we had intended to look at without a fight. perhaps we should head back.
Yeah, if that's what we want to do. I've got no
Oh.
problem.
There's only the room to the west that we still don't know where it.
So as you're speaking, Patchwork, you would hear a growling noise and something push against the door.
I am going to move back a few feet. I'm scared.
Alright. The noise disappears a moment later, and you would hear footsteps.
Yeah, let's maybe talk outside.
Are
Yeah,
you leaving
so-
the dungeon?
Yes.
Alright, you can go ahead and delete your tokens if you're going up the stairs. You would find a bunch of the soldiers outside, and actually Shock is here. He says, "Friends,
Oh, hey.
you've come back. I've been told about what happened. I came to see if everyone was alright."
Yeah, we found some more things, but the crypt should be somewhat empty now.
Says, "Good. Are we safe then? Can I send my men home? Should we not have to
No.
worry?"
Well,
No, don't send them.
currently
Yeah, no.
we still have two. There's two rooms we haven't explored yet because one is locked with a chain and there's growling behind the door. And the other room we haven't checked yet because there might be things that would attack us from the sarcophagi.
Well, Elise, I know you're a bit of a locksmith. Do you think there's a way you could just seal all the doors and maybe these creatures would not come back out again? I don't want to put you all in danger.
Well, there's that. The only issue with that is that, you know, I mean, you saw the ghouls last night that we fought. They were pretty smart, and I can't imagine they would be fooled by some chains.
And the specters we fought against, they could phase through objects. They wouldn't be contained by a lock.
Damn it. Alright.
I have
Really,
a
I
feeling.
think
Yeah, but we're on a.
I think the best idea is to find the source of these things and take care of that. Which
We
we're
have
still
found-
we're still looking for.
We have found some clues. Yes.
Ah.
Plus,
So you-
there's quite an extensive library down there. I mean, it would be
He laughs.
it
and
would be
says, "Ah,
fortuitous.
now I see."
It would be quite fortuitous to perhaps make that place safe and usable.
He says, "Well, do you think I need to send for more guards? Ask the town for help in this? Or do the four of you think you have this under control?"
I think we can.
believe we have it under control for now.
He says, "Alright. Myself and Lyra will continue to be vigilant up here in case any slip past you while the two of you continue, or the four of you continue your work. Oh, and who else is with them? Your druid friend, right?
If she wants to.
Did we bring her with
Ahoto.
us, or did we-
I think
bring
she's
her
with.
home?
Ahoto's at home.
Oh, did you
Yeah, I
leave
think
her
so.
home?
No, she's
Okay,
at
so
home.
she's in town. Okay, got it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would just be
Yeah, right.
No, she's like level 1.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's staying
Yeah.
home.
it'd be Lyra and Shock who are here. All right. Yeah, we'll continue to keep watch. Is there anything that you need help with now?
Maybe just keep an eye out, especially at night. They don't seem to like the sunlight.
Says that's what I've noticed. It seems like it's nightfall when they always make their exits from the crypt.
Well, in our fights, 8 was able to blind a few of them with bright light, so maybe that's the issue.
Hmm.
Hey, Ira, I have a question.
Of
Do you know
course.
anything about a ritual to appease a long dead god?
Oh, can you give me
We-
more specifics?
found a weird scroll.
A god that is no longer with us.
She says, well, I mean, there are many gods that have vanished over the centuries and cycles, but the ritual part is what has me curious. Do you have a specific god in mind, or could this work with any of the dead gods?
God that's associated with water and light.
Since there are a few, I would probably need to do some research. Rituals, there are rituals to call upon the favor of the gods, to give blessings, to cure. I'm guessing you'd be looking for some sort of blessing. I don't know any off the top of my head, so I would need a library. Or top of my head. I would need a library to look into that.
Well, there is one down in the. There's a few down in the crypt, actually.
In the crypt?
we-
How odd.
Yeah,
It
It
the
is strange.
Maybe just like
crypt seems older than the books, so the books were apparently a recent addition by someone.
Who would put a library in a crypt? Such a strange...
quick.
We suspect. We suspect. What was the dude's name? Azoto.
Hedrox.
Hadrock.
Hadrox.
Oh, the Archmage. Interesting.
Well, that's one of the ghouls that attacked us last night said something about feeding our souls to Hadrox, so...
Wait. Hadrox. Someone remind me, what was it he did bad for? He did something bad. What was it?
No, he disappeared, she just disappeared.
Weren't they like into necromancy or something?
I have no
Or
idea.
am I just
Lyra
implanting
nods.
memories?
She says there was a bit of a scandal within the Phoenix Guild, from what I remember, and this is with a grain of salt, as I've never been part of the human Arcanist guilds, but I believe Hadrox had some sort of scandal with necromancies, and he was ousted as the leader of the Phoenix Guild.
Oh shit!
Well, we know where the
No.
ghouls are coming from then.
Says, you think
I'm-
Hadrox is here?
I'm thinking slightly more of a bigger issue.
I don't know about that, but the ghouls did mention feeding our souls to Hadrox, so he's definitely involved.
Excuse me, Lyra, Sharp, can I just borrow Patchwork and Elise and 8 and Flintwing Fred? 5 minutes, please.
Of course.
I'm letting myself be dragged along.
So you're
Come
trying
on,
to
quick.
not have them hear this?
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to have anyone hear this.
Alright.
Hi, something just clicked for me, and I don't know if this is a thing or not, but Hadrox, when Lyra was saying Hadrox got kicked out of the Phoenix Guild for doing necromancy things, and we know that down there, that crypt has something for the Shadow Lord, who was part of a thing which was sacrificing people's souls to make magical batteries. So, do we think maybe Hadrox discovered this and started delving into Shadow Lord shit?
That's a really good idea. That could explain this, yeah.
Why did we
The
hide this
giants,
from our
the
allies?
taxidermy giants.
We hide this from them because A, we don't know if this is real or not, and B, I don't trust Blackwater, and Lyra is still working for him, and
Good point.
like the Iron Tide were here digging for things because we saw them get dragged away. So for all we know, the Iron Tide were digging here for Blackwater. So for all we fucking know, Blackwater changed a year ago because the Iron Tide found this fucking Hadrox's soul, who is now in fucking Blackwater.
Quite the conspiracy. It's definitely possible.
Something to consider. Yes.
That
what?
strange man did say that Blackwater had been acting not himself for quite some time. Perhaps this was the trip he went on where that happened.
We did. Okay.
Is the transfer of souls is possible.
Although, if this was dug up by the Iron Tide, that would have been more recently. So now that doesn't connect as much.
The Iron Tide have been here. How long? Do we know how long the Iron Tide have been here?
I thought they dug
you
up this
know-
crypt because they wanted to find stuff they could sell for money.
Yeah, I mean, you know that they've been here about a month. But you also know that Blackwater had hired them at some point to do services for him. I don't think you ever got a date on that.
Oh, he's been very fishy and not telling us fucking anything. Okay.
He says, but if what that spy man said was true, the change to Blackwater happened quite a while ago. And
Change to Blackwater happened a year ago.
I don't know if they had discovered this crypt that long ago. The timelines wouldn't line up.
But just because the Iron Tide never found it doesn't mean Blackwater hasn't.
That's definitely true.
Ira's been working for him about a year. Okay. Please. Please. Quick question.
Yeah.
Could you potentially find out? I don't know. I'm very bad at lying, but I'm good at reading people. Is there a way that you might be able to find out from Lyra if she's ever heard of him coming here or anything like that?
Maybe
I can ask.
Maybe ask if anyone has ever come here from
Yeah.
Char.
I can ask. Shock would probably know better, actually, whether or not
Yeah.
someone's been down here.
Shock's not been
Recently.
here the
Has
whole
ever
year.
been-
Shock came with the
No, but
caravan.
him and his soldiers would recognize whether or not, because they were the ones who arrived here first. They would be able to recognize if someone, well, because the other thing is the Iron Tide have also rummaged around and
Yeah.
disturbed things.
Yeah. Just I want to just check for Patrick and Delise. You two don't think this is Quinton asking, not me. Quinton's asking you guys, like, do you think what I just said is actually batshit crazy and I'm totally wrong?
Well, the
I think
the
you're crazy.
timelines
I just
do somewhat meet because 150 to 200 and then 200 to 300. That's kind of could align. Like, I do think that Hadrox came across the Shadow Lord stuff. That sounds logical. Blackwater could be.
we haven't seen a lot
We
with
have
the
no
only
proof
thing
for
is-
that.
The only thing is with the whole Hadrox Shadow Lord thing is we haven't seen anybody being used as a battery yet. For the
Well, we did see the
all we've
taxi
really
dummy
seen is a
giant.
lot of bodies and people who have been eaten.
I mean, we don't know if
giants.
it worked or not because he might be trying to and failing, or he might have succeeded and took the batteries with the human body, the one that had its soul sucked out. How old was it? The one that had Nat 20 done.
The one behind the crypt?
Yeah.
That was the medicine check. You would have guessed that was probably maybe a couple of decades old.
Okay. So it'd be really weird for him to, unless he's done some dark lich thing. All those wraiths and all those ghouls, possibly they're his failed experiments, and he either has succeeded or he failed.
Yeah, maybe he
He's-
tried that with the giants, is what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
they're big. They could make big batteries.
I mean, hopefully he failed and he's killed himself. Luckily, hopefully. But if he succeeded, then he would have left his failed experiments here and left.
Also, if the Blackwater stuff is true, either he's in disguise or he's a body snatcher.
Brooks possibly came
Yeah.
here.
What do you all want to do?
Do we want to tell Lyra and Shock what we think, or still keep it secret?
Hadrox definitely. Blackwater, not really, not now. That sounds too far-fetched.
Yeah, I think hold on to your theories about any connection with Blackwater, but we should definitely let them know about Hadrox.
Hadrox, yes.
Okay.
The possible connection to Hadrox and maybe the Shadow Lord.
Could you do it? Because I'm very bad at lying.
Okay.
And if they ask me if there's any other things, I don't want to try and lie and then I get caught out.
I would like to
Okay. I will
walk
go.
back Yeah.
talk to Lyra and Shock
Oh.
and just
Go back with her.
like
Apologies
we have
for
some
just
theory. Sorry
leaving you.
about that.
No worries,
Um,
Shock says. Lyra would just
yeah,
nod politely.
Quentin had some personal health issues. I think he ate something funky.
Give me a
Yeah, we did
deception.
have some.
Make a deception.
Yeah. He says, "Ah, Quentin, I'm sorry to hear that." They both seem concerned now.
This whole dragon thing, you know, I get really bad heartburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, listen.
So yeah, they seem a bit
We
concerned. Did you want me to whisper an answer to that question to you, or did you want me to just tell you?
Whisper, please. And I can roll
Yeah, give me an Arcana
or
check.
whatever. Eh. So I'll just explain, like, secrets. I'll just explain to them, like, yeah, so our current leading theory is that Hadrox possibly found something to do with the Shadow Lord and the Shadow Lord's ability, knowledge on how to make batteries, essentially. We haven't found. Now that being said, we haven't found any evidence to back up this theory. Beyond, we found some long dead heroes of the war between the dwarves and the Shadow Lord.
Yes, there were
and
some inscriptions in one of the chambers we found that indicated that the dead resting in that room fell in a battle against the Shadow Lord.
Lyra thinks it's the Shadow Lord.
We think Hadrox might have found this place and then tried to replicate what they did.
Interesting. Well, I was somewhat familiar with the dwarven scandal of the Therian Empire. I didn't know much about the Shadow Lord figure. I'm sure if I looked in my books I could find more information. You think Hadrox somehow gained this power to be able to suck life force? And he's been using this crypt for his experiments? Is that what you're saying?
Experiments, probably. We don't know if he succeeded.
Well, if this is a lair of some... well, he would be very old. As a human, he'd be long dead. Unless... And she gets a concerned look.
Unless what?
Undead stuff?
Yes, someone with his power, especially with a penchant for necromancy, could very easily have turned himself into a lich, which is an undead wizard. It's very much taboo among the wizard community to do such a thing, but humans especially do it, as your lifespans are so much shorter than many of the other races.
I'm not human.
You know what I mean, she says. Not you specifically, but humans in general. So if he is still here...
do live a bit longer, but not much.
Yeah, 200 years.
Yeah.
I thought it was 120 or something, sorry.
Yeah, it's still not that long, but if he is still here, then that would be the only answer that I could think of, that he is taken undead form and has his minions.
We don't know if he is still here, but he definitely was here.
Says, well, if there is a library down there, we could try to use it to find out more about this ritual. Otherwise, I would probably want to go back to town and use Blackwater's library. It's the only one in range I could think of.
Yeah, I think before we bring anyone else down there, we should probably explore the whole place to make sure there isn't anything dangerous left.
All right. Well, we will keep an eye up here again, just in case anything gets past you. We wouldn't want these creatures roaming the forests outside of Char.
Lyra,
Yes.
how likely is it that if this place was somewhere which the Therian Empire buried dwarves who had fought against the Shadow Lord, how likely is it this place would have contained knowledge of what him and his followers were doing to create magical batteries from humanoid life?
This place? What I saw, it just seems like a crypt, though I suppose it's possible that the dwarves may have used it as some kind of secret laboratory. Have you seen evidence of this?
I mean, there's a couple of patched together monsters down there which look terrifying.
And not patched together, just
think that
dried out.
No, and I don't think the
Right.
dwarves necessarily used it. Again, we haven't found any evidence that anybody's been trying to utilize this knowledge. The only connection to the Shadow Lord that we found were the war heroes.
Yeah. And I wondered if they would have been buried with artifacts or knowledge that the dwarves wanted to keep hidden or secret or lost.
Well,
Yeah, but there's a trap in that room, so
dwarven burial rituals often had dwarves buried with their weapons, especially warriors. So perhaps some old weaponry might be in those tombs, but I doubt artifacts would be there. More likely, those would be stowed within the Tower of the Rune Masters, if it even still exists.
From what you said, that Elise told us about Rune Masters. Rune Masters were the ones who were using human life force to do this stuff, or was that?
It was the Shadow Lord who was doing that. The Rune Masters were sort of the magic experts of the Therian Empire. They were They were specialized in storing energy in runes, but they apparently were working with the Shadow Lord on behalf of the ruler of the time.
Not all Rune Masters were doing this forbidden thing. Okay.
No,
they
actually,
were the-
it
they
wasn't
were the
even
dwarf
It wasn't even
electricians.
the Rune Masters as a whole. It was like a sect of Rune Masters who were doing
Okay.
it in secret.
Okay.
Sorry, Patchwork. I know you were saying something.
No, I just mentioned, I just said, they were probably like the dwarves electricians then.
Yeah. I mean, they were a specialized wizarding group, like a sub school, like a illusionist or an like a abjurer, but Rune Master was like a different sub school of wizardry for them.
There's not. Okay, cool. No, I just wondered. Like, I just thought it was really weird to have a tomb dedicated to the people who fought a very ancient and powerful necromancer, and then a necromancer from 200 years ago vanishes, and his ghouls who mention his name start coming up out of the tomb. I just thought it was a bit odd.
Well, there could be some kind of coincidence there. I don't know much about the origins of this tomb. I've only first seen it a few hours ago with the rest of you. It could, to gain more information, I would have to spend some time in the libraries.
Okay.
But
Let's take a break. Let's take a rest, and maybe tomorrow we can find out some more information.
Shock says,
Yeah,
it is likely undead will try to rise from that place in the evening. They usually do. Unless you can seal it somehow.
I can see that, but only for an hour.
Maybe
I
get
can-
more.
Oh.
Why don't I place an alarm around the entrance so that we can at least get an early warning? We're not
And
surprised.
maybe we don't have to wake you the next time someone attacks.
Shock.
Right.
Maybe get more of our militia here for the night, so that we're better armed, prepared. Since the attacks tend to come at night, so we're better defended and have them rest in the day. Have them on guard more at the night.
I can get more people. Do you want us, if these undead come, do you want us to fight with you or stay back and support?
Well,
Wait.
some of them the last time had a harming aura, so maybe stand back a bit more.
He
He's
nods. He says the volunteers are mostly farmers and laborers, so I would agree with that. If we are attacked, they would probably be better firing arrows.
I can only bring one more person back to life with the supplies I have, so please be careful.
Which, by the way, we are very grateful you were able to save that man's life. It was definitely not something that would be expected of you.
No, it's fine. Yeah. She's flustered.
So you are attempting to do a long rest here?
Place
Yeah.
I'm gonna place an alarm spell around the entrance of the crypt
Where exactly?
How long does alarm last?
in front of the door. It lasts like 8 hours, I think.
Like downstairs or just at the top of the stairs? Or
Just at the I guess downstairs, like right at the door, the front door.
Thing is, we probably
It's
have
like a 20-foot.
because the stairwell goes down and the first room down there is where the door is.
What time of the day do we have?
So you're putting it on the door down there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's currently, we'll say, about 11:30, so it's still pretty early in the day.
So alarm runs out at about 7:30. Is it still bright outside at this time in this season, at this time of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it's fall, so it's the days are a little shorter. There's like a chill wind. The trees are dropping all their leaves, usual fall stuff.
So Elise could reset it when it's still bright outside at 7:30.
Yeah, if she wants to, she can go back and put it on.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that when we recast it, she won't get attacked while doing it.
Okay.
It's like 10 minutes to do. Pretty quick.
I'm gonna try and long rest while it's daylight as best as I can, so that at night it can be on.
Well, you can't long rest until I think it's 8:30 is when this group has the time set. 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. is when you would benefit from a long rest. I guess you could try to sleep during the day and stay up at night. That
Yeah,
might
that's
just.
what I'm gonna plan.
Or
to
no,
do.
wait. I think with a long rest, you do have to sleep right before, to gain the benefits of a long rest. You can't split it up like that. So you would have to do, I think, at least 6 hours of sleep right before the long rest to
We
benefit from
could
it.
do that.
My idea is to sleep in the day and then to be awake at the night for if the things come up.
So
Yeah, we do have time to sleep for 6 hours.
No, I suppose the issue is if I do that and we use all our spells, we
So-
can't do it because then we can't go and fight the things at the night.
you could change the time of your long rest, but to do that, you'd have to wait till tomorrow. Because basically, you could sleep at some point during the day, and then that would set the new long rest time to whenever you wanted. But then you'd have to get back then it would be set to a weird time. So then you'd have to keep doing that until you changed it back.
No, I'll just.
I think just don't worry about it because the alarm's gonna wake you up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Or at least.
And we're
wake
going to spend the
Elisa.
day just chilling and that stuff, so I don't have to use spells and that stuff. So
Yeah.
Anything during the day? Any downtime activities, or am I just passing time?
Can I start creating the night goggles?
You would need a
Is
lab
that something
for
that I
that.
can? I need a lab. Oh, I thought you said that I could start it like outside.
Creating magical items specifically, you could make the project, but to actually work on the project, you need a lab. So you could like
Do you want to
add-
identify the ring?
Yeah, I can identify the ring. I mean, we pretty much know what it is, anyways.
I know. But
yeah, it would be a ring of water walking if you use identify.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
Do
Say
one
we
of you
just
want to have
chill.
that?
If you, or sorry, go ahead.
I
is
could
it?
use
Do we
that.
have to attune to it?
I can't swim.
I
That's
don't
my
think
problem.
rings of water walking require attunement. Did I link it
I-
yet?
Okay, well, Patrick, you're welcome to it if you want.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just last time we had to swim, I just sank to the bottom of the pool, and that was not very fun, especially to dry afterwards.
So yeah, it doesn't look like
Is
you have
your
to
craft-
attune. You just have to be wearing it.
Do you have to worry about suffocating though if you sink to the bottom of the water?
Oh no, I don't breathe. It's just that I
Okay.
don't have.
On- Right side though, this works for any liquid.
Yeah. Also,
Just imagine if I'm if there's a pool of water and the walls are perfect, like actually vertical, and the pool is very deep, I might not be able to get out on my own.
Just like you
True.
can now walk on acid.
the other
Oh,
thing,
wow.
while magical items do require a laboratory, things like potions, you would just need alchemist or herbalism kits. Alchemist tools or an herbalism kit. So those can be made on the road. But things like actual like magical items need a magical laboratory. A laboratory.
Guess
All
we're
right.
just passing the day then.
So we're passing the day. Give me a moment. Actually, we might want to end here. But I will say the day is going by pretty quietly. Obviously, in the evening, everyone's a little bit on edge. And Elise, I assume you're recasting the your thing.
Yeah, and I'll keep it up.
Okay, so that's a recast at 7, right?
7:30.
Oh, what effects do we have?
So give me 1 moment. So during the evening, who's on evening watch?
I'm gonna take first watch.
Do we
I
have
think I
that?
actually do first watch.
Do we have
but-
the watches listed
ahead.
somewhere? Watch rotation.
Oh, we have a watch list.
We do have a watch
Yeah, a watch
rotation.
Yeah,
list.
there's a watch list.
There's nothing
haven't
written
set it
on
up
it
yet.
though. Yeah, so why don't we figure out who's when?
Quinton will do the night because I can see in the dark.
I can't see in the dark, so I would like to take the evening or morning shift.
I don't know.
Base, do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference.
Okay, so we'll do patchwork evening, Elise morning. Very cool.
Alright,
That 24 hours immune thing to the ghoul thing, has that ended yet, or?
Well, it started at 1. It started at 1 a.m. So no.
yeah, it
we
hasn't
still have
ended
that.
yet.
Very cool, I'll have to... Okay.
Alright, why don't you show me where you're setting up in the area, because it might be relevant for your campsite. And we're probably going to end here, but I will say Elise's alarm would go off during the first watch, probably waking her if she's not awake already.
I'd probably suggest
Well,
we
it
put the-
it awakes every. It's audible.
Oh, did you make it
um,
an actual alarm?
Yeah, it's an actual
Alright.
alarm.
So yeah, then there
Probably
would be a
would
bunch of
suggest
It's an
noise.
putting-
actual alarm.
probably suggest putting the campsite away from the entrance, because if the things come out and they do the radius thing, I'd rather be out of it. And
No, it needs to be within 60 feet of the entrance
do we? Okay.
so that we can hear the alarm.
One of the light sources should be your campfire resources. Or wait, do I not have that in there for this game? Maybe not.
Crypt entrance. 7 p.m. Did alarm last for 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am then. It's done.
I'll add a campfire to the resources. Why don't you guys whisper me MVP votes?
Oh, sorry, I just walked away. Give me a mo.
Alright, so you should see campfire under the lighting now.
I don't see anything. Maybe I should drag my.
Oh no, I mean in the journal. If you look under resources lighting, you should see a campfire there. So you could drag that where you want it on the map
Oh,
and just set up around it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
somewhere around like down here, maybe.
dragged it on. It's not lit.
Oh,
anything
she
up,
said it has to be
so-
within 60 feet for her spell.
No, but I just dragged it on just to see, but it's not lit anything up.
Isn't it,
Well,
like,
you wouldn't
within a
see it
mile?
till your character was on
okay.
there.
But wait. A mental alarm alerts you with a ping in your mind if you are within 1 mile of the warded area.
She made an audible one,
Oh, they're all right.
just so everyone would hear it. But yeah, give me. I think Elise, I need your vote.
Yeah, no, I just walked away for a sec.
In theory, then we can put it. Yeah, we're still in 60 feet.
Do you want to go for the hills?
I was kind of just thinking,
I'll
like,
put on
wait,
work.
Sorry, who's MVP?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
no,
still doing the vote, although I think it is going to be Elise. And Quentin, you would get your story point for your 4th round of Quartermaster.
nah, that's not good because then we're all in the way of the trees.
Man, I'm looking forward to the new player.
Yeah, hopefully this new player works out. So no one, it would be your turn for Quartermaster, or you can just leave it with Quentin.
I don't mind still doing it. It's okay.
Quartermaster's inventory. Or what was Quartermaster just inventory?
Yeah, it's kind of you just do this. what
Pretty
we've been doing.
much. It's just kind of handling the party resources, making sure people
yeah.
are like putting things on their sheet when they, are taken from the party treasury, making sure resources used are being minus correctly, that stuff. Like the account.
Yeah, Quentin and I
The
have been
group
doing
accountant.
that together so far. So
Yeah.
I think we can just keep doing this. I added the Ring of Water Walking in the patchwork section of the
That's
Excel
cool.
sheet.
So
Just so you
if
know where
it's
that ended up,
if it's on
but
your
it's actually in my
sheet,
inventory.
If it's on your sheet, you don't want it on the Excel sheet, just because then you're
No,
gonna have.
location is specified as patchwork. I just wanted. It's just so you guys know that this that it still exists, but where it is. Not everything on the sheet is in the bag
Yeah,
of holding.
no, I know what you-
We're
I know
marking
Yeah.
what is in the bag of holding and who
Yeah,
carries
no, I know
what.
what you mean. We've got it color coordinated so it doesn't get confused.
Yeah, the bag of
Uh,
holding is red.
As
Elise's
long as it's
purple,
not
and
on
Patrick's
someone's sheet
yellow.
and in the Excel, that would be my only stipulation. If it's in both places, that's not good, because that's how duplicated items happen. So either it's on
No.
a sheet or it's on the
Oh,
Excel,
no,
not
it's,
both.
It's on the Excel, like it says it's in Patchwork's inventory.
Alright, but you
Yeah.
don't have it on your sheet, right?
I do.
Alright, then you'd have to delete it from one or the other.
I'll
Just
just get it up
because
to-
I keep having this problem where people are like, oh, we still have this, and it's like, oh, but they actually lost it or used it like several games ago. So it can't be in both places.
Okay, so I get rid of the Ring of Water Walking and the Amulet of +1.
But then you're gonna have to
And-
get rid of all of that because everything
Cool.
of that is in my
Yeah,
inventory.
I mean, if you want to not use your inventory and use the Excel sheet, that's fine. It just can't
That's
be
cool.
in both.
I'll just keep the whole patchwork thing and then just add a few other things with it. Which also gets rid of Flameton Dagger, Swan Dagger, because Elise has got Book of Health.
Alright, so we'll end on the 53rd. We'll say it was about like 10 in the evening. Something happens.
Oh, you added another one. I just.
What damage to what does damage 200 mean on the scrolls?
Oh, it's DMG.
Uh,
That's where the page where you find the description.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can get
Also-
rid of that on here then.
Also, for our downtime, could I add, what is it, 50 gold pieces per level, per spell level?
Or
Wait,
what are you
what?
doing for that?
Oh, you mean to scribe scrolls?
Yeah, I want to add some of these to my
Yeah, so during the day, I mean, as long as you had enough hours, because remember, it's an hour per level to scribe. If you wanted to, you would need to use magical ink to do that.
I have 170 something.
Yeah, so you could say however many hours you want to spend, you could use that ink to scribe some of these scrolls into your spellbook.
Okay.
Just remember, because I think we mentioned last time a spellbook has 100 pages, and each spell takes up 1 page per level, so just keep that in mind. Which isn't usually an issue unless you have like a whole bunch of spells. I'm not sure how many you have, but I don't think it's going to be an issue till higher level.
Yeah. No, and I can just get another spell book too.
Yeah, if you have the money, you certainly are able to.
Yeah, because I've got my cantrips. I've got 13 first levels and 6